Yo, Ninja Brian, you see that high schooler over there getting pushed around? This looks like a job for Cool Patrol. Hey kid, you're getting picked on in school. The other boys, they say you just ain't cool. Well, that's bullshit. We're gonna teach you the rules. Those motherfuckers ain't gonna bother you no more. We are the bad boys from the tough side of town. We are the Cool Patrol. We'll turn your life around. Those bullies, their ass is done for now. We're gonna show you how. So fucking listen, yo. You put your hands in the air and you jump off the ground, and then you take that funky butt and you shake it all around, and lightly jog in place and then crank it up to a prance. This is the Cool Patrol dance. Now put your hands in your pockets and take them right back out, then spin around in a circle and make an animal sound. Then glide into the sprinkler like you're gonna water the plants. This is the Cool Patrol dance. You get all that, kid?
That wasn't actually very helpful. That was just like an instructional dance.
Hell yeah! Motherfucking bullies better watch their ass. You're sending all them shits a message. There's a new king in class. When they see you, they're gonna freak out and piss their pants. They are your bitches. They are your bitches because you put your hands in the air and then stick out your rear end, and then you wiggle it real hard and you hug your closest friend, and then you wildly remove your clothes and tear away pants. This is the Cool Patrol dance. Now rub the peanut butter on you from your head to your feet, and cover up your nudity with different cheeses and meats, and slap a camel because this could be your only chance. This is the Cool Patrol dance. Cool break. All right. This is cool. Excuse me. Hey, I have an idea. Let's kick it. You put your hands in the air and grab a bird from the sky and eat it whole so that you may absorb its power of flight. Now you can also dive on fish because your vision's enhanced. This is the Cool Patrol dance. You're basically a superhero now, so throw some cars and rub your magnum thighs together and set fire to Mars. Now harness all your sexy fury in a victory stance. This is the Cool Patrol dance. Your training is complete. Now go show those fuckers who's boss.
Okay. Hey guys, listen up. You put your hands in.
Oh God. Oh, he might actually be dead.
I picked you up at 8. My heart was racing and now we're on our first date. You look so radiant as we walk into the restaurant. You started talking and I smile and nod. You told me about your life, but I was lost inside your oceanic eyes. Our hands touched briefly as the light reflected off your golden hair. A strong electric charge was in the air. Now it's 10 o'clock and the meal is done, but the conversation's just begun. You're fascinating, I feel blessed, but I have to be honest, I don't know what we're talking about, and I haven't for a while. And I don't know what we're talking about, and I haven't for a while. on time. His nursing job is on the line. His wife is always on his case. Why can't she give the boss some space? I don't know what we're talking about, and I haven't for a while. And I don't know what we're talking about, and I haven't for a while. I'm pretty sure you're telling me about your new job. I'm not absorbing anything. Smile and nod. I'm thinking about ladders. If I tell you, is that hard? Is it my turn to talk? You're looking at me. Oh God.
Focus, focus, penguin in a costume.
How many Draculas are hiding in this room? Marlon Brando was so very handsome in his prime. I'd make an awesome cop if I could stop committing crimes. I don't know what we're talking about.
I am totally lost.
I don't know what we're talking about.
Where am I?
I don't know what we're talking about, and I haven't for a while.
Laura's gonna have to go back to night school. Am I the only one who cares about this?
And I don't know what we're talking about, and I haven't for a while.
Anyway, why don't you and I go back to my place and, oh, I see you left at some point.
Hey everybody.
Hi.
Welcome back to DisasterCast and No More Heroes 2.
Where we were the true disasters all along.
I mean, if they didn't know that by now, then I don't know what to do with them. So some of y'all have probably already heard, but we're just gonna say it and get it out of the way. So last weekend I was not up for doing any streaming because, as some of you guys already know, last weekend was our last weekend with our fur baby Shadow. And yeah, Tuesday, this past Tuesday, we had to make the really, really difficult decision to let him go. And it was easily the hardest thing I've ever done in my entire life. And I've done some pretty stuff, and for once that's not a dick joke. So, I'll be honest, y'all, I'm still a little bit off kilter from the whole thing.
It's like this house went through a collective trauma.
Yeah, he was our cat for 16 years. And for 16 years, he was pretty much my best buddy, so... And he was the whole house's, therapy cat, basically.
Yep.
So, yeah, he was a therapy cat for our Papaw, and he was a therapy cat, whenever Papaw passed away, and he was a therapy cat for Kayla during anxiety issues, and for me during my, usual depression issues.
Yeah.
So, it's,
rough.
It's not been super easy. So, yeah, so if we seem a little bit off today, it's honestly because we're still kind of...
It's because we are
dealing.
off.
Yeah, it's because we are off. We're still dealing. But I wanted to do another disaster cast. I wanted to kind of... I wanted to stream today. It is sort of like a goal. I don't know if it'll be a full 3 hours, but I wanted to stream today to get some semblance of... I kept going. I went back to work the next fucking day because we live in a capitalist dystopia. But I went back to work the next day just to try to maintain some semblance of normalcy, so yeah, that's basically where we're at now. But I promise to not talk about the sad stuff anymore. I'm just, like I said, just giving y'all an explanation as to why there was no stream last weekend and why we might be a little bit off today. But today we are going to play more No More Heroes. I have completely forgotten everything about this game.
Yeah.
I know that we're you know, same thing as last time. Make ourselves the best little supervillains we can possibly be. And Kayla has a couple of fun stories for us today. And by fun, I mean we're gonna talk. You know, I'm starting to be concerned about the obsession that we have with death.
I've always had that obsession. I don't know what the fuck you talking about.
I know what mine is. I obsess over, like, deaths that are more abstract. It's not someone I know.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason why is because I'm literally, like, I have such a difficult time dealing with loss and grieving that, okay, y'all, my anxiety around death manifests in the fact that almost every single day at some point I get stuck in an obsessive spiral over what am I gonna do whenever I eventually lose this person. Because I don't handle death well. I don't think about death well. And so the way it manifests is I just obsessively think about it. Like, at least once a day, I get stuck in, what am I gonna do, you know, when this person's gone or when that person's gone.
I've just always had morbid fascinations, and Bird can attest to this.
Yeah. See you later, Panda Brady.
Like, I've just always been fascinated by the idea of death, by the idea of dying, by what happens to a body whenever someone dies, the spiritual aspects. I took classes in college about death, and honestly, if I could afford to do it now, I would probably go to mortuary school because that fascinates me.
How much is mortuary school?
A couple thousand, I think.
Like, I would totally help you go to mortuary school.
Let me Google it real quick.
Yeah, Google that shit, because I would totally help fund you going to mortuary school, because I know that that's something that you were very interested in at one point.
On average, about $5,000 for in-state public colleges and $20,000 for out-of-state private colleges.
I mean, if you want to see what public schools nearby offer mortuary, like, you could tell me. I'd be happy to help you with that.
Sorry, guys, this is the story now.
Sorry, yeah, we got a little bit... I'm sorry, y'all. That whole thing, we just like grabbed the direction of the stream and turned it hard right. Yes, it's not easy, Rose, but we'll be okay. We'll be okay.
We'll be okay eventually, but right now it's just...
He had 16 fantastic years.
He did.
Like, we took very good care of him.
We had more years with him than we thought we were gonna have.
Yeah, his cancer, because part of the problem was the cancer diagnosis, and his cancer diagnosis was 2 years ago.
Yep.
And the fact that we got 2 more years with him was really amazing.
Honestly, yeah.
Alright.
Ooh, the average salary is around, like, $52,000, $53,000. Not too awful bad.
It's around about... I think that's more than what I'm making right now at Lowe's.
Yeah, and you get paid more than I do already. I'm not kidding.
Okay, but that's because I have customer service experience from working.
No, it's because you got hired at a time whenever they were so fucking desperate they were paying everyone $15 an hour.
Okay, that too. But listen. What brings you in today? I have a terrible fear of tsunamis. How bad is it? It comes in waves.
Boo!
I like that, Sheldon. Thank you very much for that.
Supernatural gateways in Santa Destroy. Have you heard about them?
No, this is literally the first time I heard about this.
Vanishing points and lead to different planes of existence. Like a sacred forest inhabited by not only the living, but something else in between. I read about it online.
Are you talking about that forest in are you talking about the Jake Paul forest in Japan?
It wasn't Jake Paul, you know that, right?
Oh shit, it was Logan, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I can't fucking tell them apart. All white guys look the same to me. Is that racist? That's probably a little bit racist.
Who cares?
but what if but Jake Paul and Logan Paul will cry themselves to sleep at the fact that I don't know.
They'll cry themselves to sleep over their piles of money.
Yeah. They'll be like, oh, I wish you'd stop saying mean things to me. Also, I wish the hookers that I have sex with on top of my money pile would stop getting altitude sickness. Okay, let's see. I guess we should probably go to, probably hit the gym. Okay, you want to talk about, by the way, can we talk about Kayla's still, like, looking at funeral
I'm sorry, I forgot.
So I'm gonna talk to you guys but can we talk about can we talk about shit that people completely missed the point on? Because you want to know something that people totally fucking missed the point on?
What?
Was the song Everyone's a Little Bit Racist. Everyone totally fucking missed the point of that song.
Everyone
Because they took that to mean, oh, well, it's okay for me to be racist. What they were trying to say was, you have to acknowledge that you are born with inherent prejudices. And once you acknowledge that fact, that you are born with those prejudices, then, like, we can work together to get past that and make a more cohesive society. It wasn't like meant to be an excuse. It was saying, you have these issues, you need to acknowledge it. Because, like, the first step of fixing a problem is admitting that you have it.
Yeah.
I was thinking about that the other day, how everyone totally missed the point of that song. I forgot how to do everything. Oh my god. Are you ready? Nope, but let's... Okay, L and R alternatively to run. Yeah, okay. This is fine. Everybody, no worries.
Okay, I'm sorry. Alright, okay, I'm back.
Yeah, Caleb was like really falling down that rabbit hole.
You can make over $20 just doing embalmings, and I'm just like, that is so cool!
I did the thing. I ran on the treadmill. That is very cool. You get $20 just to shove fluids into bodies.
Well, you gotta drain the fluids that are in there first.
But also shove fluids into bodies.
Yeah. You get to plug them up with cotton. And then you get to sew up the holes.
So anyway,
See, I've always been just completely comfortable with death and everything.
Yeah. Hey, Big Dragon Daddy, how you doing? Thank you very much for the host. I appreciate it.
Ooh, Daddy, step on me.
Jesus Christ. Turn that into a ringtone.
Yeah.
That's a good question, Dax. All the holes?
Like all the holes in the...
All the holes.
Well, there are some cases where you have to, like, sew up a person's lips, depending on how they died, for their open showing on their casket.
Just to give y'all a play-by-play, I'm staring Caleb meaningfully in the eyes, and I am very gently placing my hand on her shoulder. Kayla, what we're asking is... all the holes?
Depends on the situation.
Okay.
Because you gotta do different things depending on how a body died. Because you do different things for, like, a simple heart attack as opposed to a mangled car crash, but the family still wants an open casket.
Okay. Yeah, Dax just tries to, Kayla, you goddamn well know what holes we were talking about. You know what we were talking about.
It depends on how much of the body's being shown. There you go.
Are there nudist funerals?
Yes, there are.
Holy fucking shit.
There are nudist funerals. There are the full open casket, where you see you see the whole body, no matter how fucked up it actually is, and that's whenever you gotta get creative. Because you gotta make the body look good enough for the family not to cause trauma. And that's very hard when Grandma fell down the stairs and her legs went in 4 different directions.
Sorry, I am listening. I'm just like... oh, fuck.
whole bunch of ways to do funerals depending on your, culture and everything. There are funerals in Africa and South America where they will, take the body, have it wrapped in a white sheet, and they'll do a parade down their neighborhood with all of their neighbors and their family to give them one last look at their home before they're laid to rest, usually in an open field so that their body can be given back to the land that they lived on.
Interesting.
Also, yes, mummification is one of the coolest ones because there's a lot that goes into it, and it also is how we learned to it's how we learn very basic embalming techniques.
Do we still mummify people?
You have to pay a lot of money, and you have to find a very specific funeral home that is willing to do it, but you can still get mummified.
Can you get a sky funeral, though?
Again, you have to find a funeral home that is willing to do it. But yes, you can get a sky funeral. And yes, the coffin dance is very real. There are many types of coffin dances that happen in different cultures.
I remember seeing that. I've seen the gifs of that. Anyway, Grenfell Tower fire. We should probably start talking about that
I'm
stuff.
sorry, I forgot.
Yeah, we got really sidetracked by talking. I was like, okay, we're gonna stop talking about the very, very sad circumstances of our fucking cat's death. And then it's like, let's talk more about death.
I'm sorry.
No, I kind of continued it as the thing. So anyway, today, what are our stories for today?
Okay, so I have the Grenfell Tower fire. I have the SS Sultana exploding on the Mississippi, I do believe.
Mm-hmm.
And I have the TWA 800 flight that blew up mid-air 10 minutes after taking off.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Sounds like you got some good shit for us today.
Sure. Sure.
I'm terrible at this.
How about the ones where they put the body on a motorcycle to be displayed before they put them in the grave? That is putting the body on display somewhere, that's actually a lot more common than you would think. I mean...
I want my body on display before I get buried.
You gotta pull a Vladimir Putin?
Yeah.
I mean, fair. So, Grenfell Tower fire. So, background construction and general fuckery.
General fuckery.
That's literally what I wrote in my notes.
I'm gonna take a break from this because I'm not very good at the training in this one.
So, this tower was part of... there's a lot of English names in here I'm probably gonna fuck up, and I apologize now, but no, I'm not gonna fix it. So, this tower was part of the Lancaster West Estate, a council housing complex in North Kensington, designed in 1967 as a brutalist-style 24-story tower block. It was so weird sounding professional. So it was built by contractors A.E. Sims of Leighton, and they built it from 1972 to 1974. So, to be fair, this building was around...
To be fair! Sorry. Sorry.
The building was around for a long-ass time before this shit happened.
I'm sorry.
Just...
Oh, you want your fucking meat well done? Alright, you piece of shit. Why don't I give you my piece of shoe while I'm at it? You can just chew on that.
Seriously, do you eat leather at your home?
Fucking weirdo. Get the fuck out of my face. I'm still gonna cook it for you because you're a paying God damn it. I screwed that up.
I was about to say.
Yeah, I'm still gonna feed it to you because you're a paying customer, but fuck you.
So, the building was 220 feet, and 10 inches tall.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I get confused by my own notes.
It was a very tall building.
Very tall building, 120 1 to 2 bedroom flats.
Mm-hmm.
Because they say flats in England. And the upper 20 out of the 24 stories in the building were used as residences with a communal lobby and 6 dwellings with 10 bedrooms on each floor.
A lot of people lived here.
Lots of people lived here. The first 4 floors were originally meant to be for non-residential purposes, but 2 of them were later converted to flats, so the building had 129 apartments and housed, excuse me, up to 600 people.
Okay.
The lead architect on it, most British name ever, Nigel Whitbread.
His name was literally Nigel Whitebread.
Yeah.
Like, just literally Nigel Whitebread.
Yeah. He said in 2016, a year before the fire happened, he said in 2016 that the tower was designed with attention to strength and that it could last another 100 years.
I fucking hate it whenever they say shit like that. That's always the moment that shit goes bad.
Motherfucking hubris.
Mm-hmm. It's always the moment shit goes bad is whenever they're like, you know, not even God himself could break this tower. When they say shit like that.
Yeah. Do it. So, this building, like many in the UK, was designed to operate under a stay put policy in the event of a fire.
Mm-hmm.
So the idea was that if a fire broke out in one flat, thick walls and fire doors would contain it long enough for the fire department to arrive and contain it, so that only the affected flat would need evacuation, and a full evacuation would never be necessary.
Okay.
Due to this,
Okay, is there any, like, location that has had a stay put policy where it did not result in everybody fucking dying?
I assume buildings that aren't lived in. I mean,
I just don't understand. I mean, I guess it's like to prevent people from, like, bowling each other over.
yeah. But wait, there's more.
Okay.
So because of this policy, there was no centrally activated fire alarm, and there was only a single central staircase, because the UK does not require a second one.
Why not?
Because they think they're better than everyone at everything.
I mean, I feel like everybody kind of feels that way.
Yeah, God knows America feels that way.
Yeah.
So, but wait, there's more. They had, this idea was just reinforced to them. Sorry, I touched you.
That's all right.
Because a fire did break out in a lobby in 2010, and it was quickly extinguished without any evacuation needed.
Okay, well, good for them. I mean, fuck you guys! That shit is well done! You want me to shit on it before I give it to you? Will that make you happy? Fucking well done eating motherfuckers.
I feel like you have some thoughts on this.
Anyway.
So, in 1996, the tower was managed by Kensington and Chelsea Tenant Management, heretofore referred to as KCTM. An organization which is basically like rich people who don't live there manage the building, and they can rent out certain flats to the open market if they felt like it.
Right.
Bullshit capitalism.
Yep, bullshit capitalism.
I admittedly do not fully understand all the info with this, but my simple note is eat the rich. Again, literally written in my notes.
Makes perfect sense. Good one.
Thank you. So the tower had major renovations done from 2015 to 2016. Again, just a couple of years before the shit went down.
There's always a warning! There's always a warning situation that warns you about the fuckery that you're about to engage in.
So these renovations included new windows, a water-based heating system for individual flats, and new aluminum composite rain sheet cladding that was included to improve heating, energy efficiency, and external appearance.
Right.
They were putting metal sheets on the outside of the building.
Okay.
What the cladding did was put aluminum sheets, some of them with a polyethylene core, on the outside walls of the flat on top of RS 5000 thermal insulation.
Okay.
But wait, there's more that goes with this. An alternative cladding that had better fire resistance was refused because it cost too much.
That is fucking... I swear to Jesus.
I don't think Jesus is listening to any situation here.
Yeah. Hey, Jesus is like, nah, bitch.
So, the contractor, Rydon, was chosen to carry out the job because they were cheaper than the original contractor who was going to charge like £2 million more.
I fucking hate these picky-ass motherfuckers. Hate this guy most of all. There's your burnt fucking steak.
So, fun fact.
I feel like it's not actually gonna be fun, but okay.
Residents expressed safety concerns long before the disaster we are building up to.
Yeah, they always do!
Oh no, we got plenty here. So, they expressed concerns about emergency lighting and the lack of updating to the fire equipment. But wait, there's more. A whole-ass blog was created by the Grenfell Action Group to highlight major safety problems, criticize the council, and give shit to KCTM for neglecting fire safety and building maintenance.
So they literally were doing everything in their power to be like, hey, shit's fucked.
Yes, and some of their grievances included expired fire extinguishers. Some extinguishers that had the word condemned written on them due to how old they were. The fact that there was only one entrance and exit to the building. The corridors of the stairs being filled with rubbish like old mattresses.
Fuck you, that was a medium! Fuck you! Sorry.
The lack of fire sprinklers. Some exposed gas pipes throughout the building. And a lack of smoke ventilation systems.
Literally, it was just everything that they could possibly do to have this place be a piece of shit, they did.
Yep. So, the group was threatened with defamation lawsuits and other bullshit, but...
Does the UK even have defamation law? Well, I guess they probably do, because they don't have freedom of speech.
Yeah. But that didn't stop the group from calling the council members, quote, evil, unprincipled mini-mafias. I mean, it sounds pretty right to me.
Yeah.
And that their laziness would kill a lot of people if a fire broke out.
Oh, how prophetic.
But wait, there's more! The London Fire Brigade had warned all 33 London councils that panels and cladding on the outside of buildings may lead to great fire risk, as made example by the non-fatal Shepherd's Bush Tower fire in 2016 that spread to 6 different floors.
Yeah, so they were like, yeah, this stay put thing and the way that you're doing this is not going to work.
Oh no, they still encourage the stay put policy.
That
like,
stay put policy is so fucking stupid.
That is very...
You are not going to get me to stay put under any circumstance. If there's a fire going on, fuck your stay put policy. I'm getting the fuck out of there.
Well, there are clearly residents that agreed with you.
Yeah. Like, I realize that that's very similar to being like, oh, well, if I was in the dangerous situation, I would simply walk away. But the reality is, if I'm in a building and there is a fire and they're like, no, just stay put, I'm gonna be like, fuck you, there's a fire, and I'm leaving.
Yeah.
I'm walking out. That shit's happening. I'm running out. Let's be real for a minute.
Yeah. So, the day of.
Also, Izzy, thank you very much for the 7 months. You only get one Prime subscription, a free Prime subscription every month, and we do appreciate you using it on us, Izzy.
Yeah.
You're awesome.
Yeah. So, the fire broke out around 12:50 a.m. on Wednesday, July 14th, 2017, due to a refrigerator freezer catching fire in flat 16 on the 4th floor.
I feel like it's really important to emphasize that it was 2016 whenever this happened.
No, it was
2017. I feel it's important to emphasize how recent this disaster was.
Yep.
So, you know.
So, the resident was awoken by the fire alarm in their flat. They saw shit going down, and he proceeded to do the humane thing and alerted his neighbors while his wife called the London Fire Brigade to report it at 12:54.
Good.
The first 2 engines arrived about 6 minutes later. Honestly, a pretty good response time considering everything.
Yeah, honestly, yeah.
And 2 more were being requested when they saw the situation. and they alerted all other tenants calling about the issue to stay in their flats. Because they were getting the 911 calls now.
Okay.
The firefighters set up a command center, basically, on the second floor and connected hoses to a dry riser.
Ha, hoses. Sorry.
Getting to flat 16 at 1:07 a.m., which is about 17 minutes after the fire initially broke out.
Okay.
The fire, however, began penetrating the window frame at 1:08 a.m., setting the surrounding cladding panels on fire. Again, remember, there is insulation underneath those, and some of them have a polyurethane core to them.
So, that not good. That shit's not good.
Yep.
That shit don't work too good.
Yeah, Bird, you've worked with insulation.
Yeah, I have. Sorry to say. Unfortunately, yes.
How fire bad is that?
Yeah, insulation, like, is, just keep in mind, insulation is designed to retain heat. That's literally its entire purpose. And the thing about insulation is, it does its job. It does its job.
It does its job.
It does its job.
It does its job.
It does its job.
So the incident commander set up on the second floor requested 2 more engines, bringing the grand total up to 6, and an aerial assistance at 1:13 a.m.
Okay.
But wait, there's even more! So, one firefighter was instructed to prevent it from spreading with the water jet, but the jet couldn't reach higher than the 4th floor.
Holy fucking shit.
And now, granted, the fire did break out on the 4th floor. So there is that. But the water couldn't go any higher, and it wasn't aimed directly at the windows due to fear of a buildup of steam on the inside of the flat.
What? Okay, wait, sorry. Repeat that, please?
So, he was told, hey, fire your hose at the
Fire your hose. Sorry.
Fire your hose at the window where fire come out.
Yeah.
And he said, okay, this is as high as the water can go anyway. It's fine. But he wasn't aiming directly into the window because he was afraid that it was going to build up a shitload of steam and basically cook everyone inside the flat.
Okay, I can kind of see the logic there.
Yeah.
I can, yeah, okay. I'm back with you again. You lost me for a minute, but I'm back.
So while the firefighters were tackling this fire began shooting up the side of the building through the paneling.
It's like, yay, more fire.
Yeah, and it was damn near impossible to use outside water jets to fight the fire because the burning was happening behind these waterproof rain screens.
Holy shit.
Yeah. That's fun. But wait, there's even more!
Okay.
By 1:30 a.m., flames had reached the roof and the fire was officially designated as out of control.
Okay.
And there's even more!
Okay.
So, before this happened, some people were already trying to get out due to the smoke and debris falling inside the building. And
like
they
I
were
said, I'd have been
trapped.
getting out right from the start. I'd have been like, nope, fuck this noise, I'm out.
Yeah. The one slightly good point that I can make, I guess, is that this fire happened during Ramadan. So many observing Muslims in the building were already awake for their prayers, and they were able to alert neighbors of the issue, and basically they were knocking on doors warning everyone, hey, there's a fire everywhere that they could.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Good to hear. Good to know. Well done.
So, the fire doors did not seal properly, or they just didn't fully close. And because of this, smoke began traveling to the various lobbies of the floors.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's not good. Because a lot of times that smoke inhalation will get you before the actual
Oh yeah,
fire
that'll get
does.
you way before. Okay. So at 1:33 a.m., people began calling the London Fire Brigade due to being trapped in their flats.
You're like, hey, yo, help?
Stay put policy kind of bullshit. And,
Fuck this stay put policy. Somebody come here and help me.
well, around this time, the smoke began entering the one central stairwell the building had. So it slowed any escape possibilities.
Slowed is little bit of an undersell, in
Yeah.
my opinion.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Sounds more like halted entirely.
And by this time, the fire was spreading sideways because of the panels and had reached the north side of the building by 1:42 a.m.
Yeah, at that point they were fucked.
But wait, there's even more. So due to lack of communication from a whole bunch of different factors, including the thickness of the concrete and just general chaos happening outside. It's fucking chaos out here, Tom.
Makes sense, makes sense.
So due to this, the London Fire Brigade was having trouble getting information from the residents, and they were reduced to having the trapped residents who were leaning out their windows, yelling for aid. They were having the tenants write on slips of paper that would fall down to the London Fire Brigade agents outside, and they were then collected and run up to the second floor to the command unit so they could be briefed on who was still alive and in need of rescue.
Jesus Christ.
And there's even more.
Good God. It's just getting more and more horrifying as it goes along. Which is, man, if that ain't a metaphor for the DisasterCast, I don't know what is.
So this system was so awful that a 12-year-old girl on the 20th floor reported needing assistance with the system. She sent out her little class note that said, check yes if you like me. And by the time the firefighter had gotten to the floor to rescue her, she had already moved up to the 23rd floor, where she was on the phone with someone, trying to get in contact with the control operator for assistance. But the control operator had no idea what this firefighter was doing. They had no idea where he was. And unfortunately, as a result, she later died in this location.
So, okay, alright, so let's recap our situation here. So we've got a whole bunch of people trapped in this building while there is an out-of-control fire that at this point has been designated as out of control.
In the middle of the night.
Yeah, middle of the night, which even better, And, so they're stuck in this fire, middle of the night, smoke is just wafting, smoke everywhere, worst Dutch oven ever, basically.
Yes.
And the means of communication at this point, communications are so tied up and it's so useless that at this point they've resorted to basically literally carrier pigeon style notes to let people know where they are, and by the time that a firefighter is able to get to the location, the fire, which again, that out of control fire, which is still growing by the way, because that's what fire do, has gotten so bad that they've had to move to other locations, and so as a result, like, we're just basically trying to hit a moving target that tells us, like, 5 minutes after it moves that it has moved.
Yep.
Alright, so I've got a grasp on the situation here.
Yeah.
Great. This sucks.
But wait, there's more.
Oh, God! Billy Mays, chill!
So, in one situation, 2 firefighters were sent to a flat on the 14th floor to rescue a single resident.
Okay.
But they instead found 8 people, only 4 of whom were able to escape to safety.
Good God.
Yeah. Yeah, shit's fucked.
Shit's really fucked.
So, to continue the fucked up shit, around 2 a.m., people around the building, because, you know, you got plenty of looky-loos at this point.
Yeah, yeah.
People around the building reported seeing people waving for help, yelling, and some people even jumping out.
Yeah, at a certain point, you know, help's not coming. You gotta just... I get it. I really do. I understand the logic there.
Yeah, unfortunately, 4 people died as a result of the falls.
Again, yeah, makes perfect sense.
So, frequent explosions were also reported due to the aforementioned exposed gas lines.
Oh, yeah, right. Gas lines. The things that they got warned about.
Yeah, the fire was connecting with them and spreading it throughout the building at an even faster rate than it was already going.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay.
So they went from sonic speed to DC flash level speed.
Oh, boy.
Around 2 a.m., the fire was declared as a major incident. About hour, 10 minutes after it broke out.
Okay.
So, this raised the need for more engines to be called in, from 25 firefighting engines to 40. And eventually, a total...
There is video of those firefighters took, like, on their way there, and you can just see the whole thing is just fucking...
Yeah.
It is lit up, like... Have y'all ever seen Rockefeller Plaza during Christmas? Like, Google Rockefeller Plaza Christmas time, that big fuck-off tree in the center of the, of Rockefeller Plaza, like,
Yep.
covered in lights. That is what that fucking tower looked like.
Yep.
Except, you know, more death.
Yeah, so eventually a total of 250 firefighters were trying to help and control the blaze, with more than 100 of them inside the building at any given time.
Bless them, they were trying their hardest.
They were trying. But wait, there's more!
Okay.
So, at 2 a.m., this was declared a major incident, and only at 2:47 a.m. was the stay put policy officially announced as abandoned in favor of a general evacuation.
Okay.
But this was about 5 minutes after the level of smoke in the single stairwell was deemed a threat to life.
So, basically, what long and short of it is, it's just taking too long for people to realize that shit's fucked.
Yeah.
Well, like, people pretty well already know shit's fucked, but it's taking too long for people to kind of grasp the magnitude of the fuckery of the shit that we are currently engaging in.
Yep.
Great.
Experts who investigated this case said the policy should have been abandoned an hour and 20 minutes earlier than when it was. And again, just like, no fucking shit.
Like, again, I'm sorry. This fucking shit is bullshit with this whole, oh, we'll just stay put. No, fuck that noise. Y'all, don't listen to that stay put shit. I'm just gonna say it. Don't listen to that.
Don't listen to the government. Don't listen to the authority.
Honestly,
Rebel comrades!
You're not wrong, though, is the thing.
I know I'm not wrong.
Like, fuck that noise.
Rebel comrades!
Basically.
Hold on,
Yeah.
I was about to say, it goes up there.
That worked out perfectly, actually. Yeah, no, fuck that noise. If your apartment is like, oh, we have a stay put policy, tell them, okay, yes, I totally understand. But if some shit happens, y'all, fucking leave. Do not engage with that shit.
Down with the authority! Seize the means of
escape, comrades! Yeah, in case of emergency, fuck the authorities, evacuate calmly.
If at all possible, warn other people around you.
Mm-hmm.
So between 4 a.m. and 8 a.m., the firefighters were mainly focused on containing the fire at that point, with police urging onlookers to try and contact anyone they knew inside the building to basically perform a self-rescue.
To say your last words.
I'll say yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were telling them, like, hey, give them a phone call, tweet at them if you can.
Yeah, tell them to get out. How bad is communications that you're like, yeah, go on Twitter? Who the fuck is gonna be checking their goddamn oh, hey, everything's burning down around me. Might as well check my Okay, I would totally be checking.
I was about to say.
Minx would be checking.
If you didn't say it, I was gonna say it.
Minx would be checking. I would be, okay, in my defense, I'd be checking Twitter after I got out. Be like, hashtag that flamin' life, yo.
Hashtag
Totally
flaming
escaped.
gay.
Yeah, totally escaped from a. No. Totally, I'd be like tweeting. Totally. LOL. Totally escaped from Grenfell Tower fire. Hashtag flaming gay ? Hashtag not today. For the record, I want someone to keep track of this. Whenever we raid someone, the raid message will be flaming gay ? Not today. Flaming gay hashtag not today.
So the
I'm really proud of this. Okay, look, I'm proud of that.
Okay. So the firefighters rescued all remaining residents up to the 10th floor and all but 2 residents up to the 12th floor. But they weren't able to rescue anyone higher than the 20th floor, and there's still 4 floors above that. And only 2 people were able to escape from the highest 2 floors of the building.
Ugh. That's horrible. And I bet they probably left early on. They were like, yeah, fuck this policy.
Yeah, I would hope so. The firefighters had only managed to control the upper floor flames around 1:14 p.m. July 15th, June 15th, the next fucking day. And the fire wasn't declared extinguished until the evening of June 16th.
Good God.
Yeah, it's almost like those paneling
It's almost like really flammable paneling
is
is
a
not
bad
a great
fucking idea.
Yeah. Now, there is insulation that is designed to you know, kind of hold off in case of a fire, but, you know, you gotta actually pay. You pay for what you get is basically what it is. You pay for what you get. You get what you pay for. That's how the phrase goes.
Yep. Hi, Goodwin. So, I did put a separate thing aside in the notes for escapes, specifically. So, between 1:18 and 1:38 a.m., about 144 people were able to escape at that time. And between 1:38 and 1:58, another 20 people were able to escape.
Okay.
Between 1:58 a.m. and 3:58 a.m., 48 people were able to be rescued. One person was able to escape by making a knotted rope of bed sheets and climbing from their window.
That's amazing.
And after the general evacuation order was finally fucking given, 36 people were able to be saved from the building. And between 4 and 8 a.m., when the firefighters were mainly focused on just containing the fire, 2 more people were able to be rescued from the building.
That's good.
Yeah.
So, like, what's our ratio of escapees to dyers?
Let me see. We had a lot more people escape than had died.
That's good. That's good. I mean, you know, could have had everybody escape had people not been fucking stupid, but, you know.
Yeah. Here we go. Sorry about
I do remember one of the things that I heard about the tower fire was that there were people, like, inside the building who were live streaming, like, their possible last words. Or they were, like, calling family and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Ugh. Oh god, do I have a story for you? I once was holed up in a classroom while 100 Special Forces officers searched the building for a guy who wrote some threats against a teacher on Twitter. None of the teachers had any idea what was going on. We had to rely on Twitter and WhatsApp groups to find out what was happening. Took the police over 2 hours because the building was an homage to Dr. Frankenstein and impossible to maneuver on your first visit. Jesus fucking Christ.
I've known buildings like that.
Yeah. I have seen situations where, like, kids will be in the middle of, like, active shooter situations and they don't know what's going on because they're all holed up in their classrooms. So they've, like, they're reading the updates on Twitter to find out what the fuck is going on.
Yeah, I watched this documentary on that school shooting, I think in Florida.
Which one?
The one where the kids actively came out and said shit against Congress.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Got it, yeah.
Yeah, I watched a documentary on that, and there were
And then people were like, fuck off, kids, this is adult shit. It's like, well, if the adults would fucking do something.
Yeah, the first half of the documentary is literally just, like, explaining where exactly the shooter went and what happened, but also included, like, videos the kids had shot of their last moments or to possibly document what had happened, as well as phone calls they made to their friends and family and text messages.
Yeah. I fucked that up, yep. Fuck you too.
Yep. So anyway, the impact and the aftermath. The fire did cause the death of 72 people and is considered the deadliest structural fire in the UK since the Piper Alpha disaster in 1988, and it's also the worst UK residential fire since World War II.
Good lord.
Yeah.
World War II, whenever bombs were literally being dropped from the fucking sky.
Yep. And without getting too graphic...
Too late.
Oh no, I could have been a lot more graphic. A lot of the fatalities were children. So, anyway, the government used all resources possible and available to identify the 223 people that were able to escape. And basically get those who were alive accounted for so they could realize who was dead. Yeah. Many of the survivors and the firefighters who worked the case had a lot of psychological trauma.
I can imagine.
Yeah, many of the London Fire Brigade who were on site for the fire were, like, required to undergo psychological testing and counseling.
Again, I can understand.
But wait, there's more! A local school, Kensington Aldridge Academy, lost a number of students to the fire, and they had to shield classroom windows that had a view of the burnt tower to avoid traumatizing all the kids.
I'm pretty sure the kids are already traumatized, but okay.
But wait, there's even more.
I don't know if I want more.
151 homes were destroyed in and around the tower due to the fire. And it also affected the 3 low-rise finger blocks adjoining the tower. And even though those residents were evacuated and all of them were safe, they lost hot water because they shared a boiler underneath the Grenfell tower that was lost in the fire.
So everybody getting fucked.
Yeah.
I feel like the Grenfell Tower residents got a little bit more fucked, but you know.
So, causes. What could have caused this?
A fucking fire?
The cladding, insulation, and all the shit surrounding the building caught fire and burned the building from the outside in.
Oh, yeah, that's like one of the worst situations. Wherever the fire's like spread going inward, that's a lot worse.
Yeah. Other factors for the disaster included the stay put policy, the lack of evacuation resources, no central fire alarms, and the firefighters were not trained on how to deal with evacuating an entire tower block. I feel like you should get trained on that.
Yeah, like I feel like there should have been some training on that. I mean, I don't want to tell y'all how to do your job, firefighters, but
I'm gonna tell you how to do your job.
Yeah, except I'm totally gonna tell you how to do your job. Just go straight into the battle.
Okay.
Make some money off of it, and we'll use that to buy it, because there's like a $300,000 sword that I want.
Stop trying to be cool.
I feel like Travis is fairly cool.
There's a difference between cool and relatable.
I didn't say relatable. I just said I think he's cool.
So, before you ask, yes, survivors and families did file a civil action complaint for an unspecified amount of money in 2019.
Ow.
And the litigation is expected to take at least 2.5 years.
I thought you were gonna say 25 fucking years. I was gonna be like,
I thought I had written that. I was gonna be like, wait, what the
yeah, I was
fuck?
gonna be like, oh, fuck that.
No, it's gonna take at least 2.5 years. Due to the long process of discovery.
Yeah. Yeah, discovery takes a while.
Yeah, currently the shell of the tower is still fucking there, and is covered with a protective wrapping supported by scaffolding in order to protect possible forensic evidence, but the deconstruction of the building is expected by 2022.
So, next year.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's expected then,
Yeah.
but litigation started in 2019 whenever all this shit happened, and none of us fully knew what was gonna happen.
Yeah.
So that's the Grenfell Tower fire.
So,
what did we learn?
nobody has experienced any consequences, and they very likely never will.
Yes.
That sounds about right. I think the main thing that we've learned from this is, fuck stay put policies. That's, like, fuck that noise. I feel like that's the main thing that has been learned from this is fuck stay put policies.
I need a t-shirt that says, "In your hubris!"
I'm still on the flaming gay hashtag not today.
God damn it.
That was really good, okay?
Okay, that was very good. But at the same time, a man is dead, Olivia.
Yeah, but, you know... Should have been a little... Should have just walked the fuck out. That sounds awful. I'm not trying to diminish the terrible thing that happened to these people, y'all. It's just that I inadvertently am. But, you know, hashtag flaming gay, hashtag not today.
So I have the TWA Flight 800 midair explosion, which actually a lot more of that story is going to have to do with the pissing contest between the agencies doing the investigation. Or I have the SS Sultana, which was back in the 1800s.
Let's start with, right, that was the one, that was the one that Grandma mentioned was carrying Civil War soldiers, right?
Yes, it was actually, POWs trying to get home.
Oh.
This shit is fucked. Because this one has, like, a lot of actively flouting the law.
Ooh, I love that shit.
And bribery.
Good. Good. Always good to get some bribery. Come on, break the damn thing. Thank you.
And, like I said, the other one mainly has to do with the two agencies getting into a pissing contest over who has authority and who's right as to what happened to that flight.
Alright, let's go that route then. Tell me about the bribery and shit.
Wait, the Sultana or the Flight 800?
Are they both?
Only the Sultana had bribery.
Okay, well, let's start with the Sultana, and then we'll talk about the Confederate POWs afterwards.
No, the Sultana is the POWs.
Oh, well then let's fucking talk about the Sultana then.
Okay.
You cannot expect me. Look, there's flashing lights in front of me, okay? You can't expect me to, like, internalize everything.
So the SS Sultana, this happened on April 27th, 1865. So, a little bit of background.
Remember that little thing called the Civil War?
Yeah, during that little thing called the Civil War. So the Sultana was the fifth river...
Which was about slavery, and we can all fucking get over it. That's the reality of it. Everybody can say states' rights all they want. Yeah, states' rights to own slaves, okay? It was about fucking slavery. Let's all just be adults about this.
As John Oliver put it in the most eloquent way. Look, some people just wanted to own black people and they didn't really care what their justification was.
Yeah.
So, a little bit of background. That does not include the Civil War thing. the Sultana was the 5th river steamboat to have that name. So that's not...
That boats fucking well. And you're named out... That's like whenever you're born. That's like if you're born and you're born left-handed and they're like, hey, we're gonna name you after your Uncle Roy. Oh, cool. Did he pass away? Yeah, he did. How did he die? He died from a freak accident caused by the fact that he was left-handed. And then, like, there's just a line of left-handed Roys that, like, go through your entire family, and they all died from freak accidents from being left-handed.
Bert, I think you're a little bit bitter about the fact that you're left-handed.
I'm not bitter about it. I like being left-handed. I'm just saying that... Actually, honestly, one thing that the hill that I am gonna die on is you should not name kids after dead relatives. Like, if you have a brother who passed away young, do not name your son after him. That is actually really fucked up and puts a lot of expectations on the son, because he will feel like he has to measure up to this dead person, and that's not fair. Okay? Great-great-grandfathers, that's one thing. Like, you never really met the guy, your son never really met the guy, that's not a big deal. But, you know, whenever people, like, lose a family member young and then they name their kid after the family, that's really fucked up. Please don't do that.
Fair.
Okay. Middle name, okay, yeah, middle name is okay, but do not call them by their middle name. Middle name's fine, but not first name, and do not call him by his middle name. Okay. Continue.
The rest of my note literally was, which is obviously not an indication of possible destruction to make way for the 6th ship named the Sultana.
Nope, not at all.
Never. The ship came out to 260 feet long, 39 feet wide at the base, 42 feet wide at the beam.
Okay, did you say 269 feet long?
No, 260.
Oh, I thought you said 69, which I was gonna be like, nice.
I know. And it had 2 side panel wheels driven by 4 fire tube boilers.
Okay. Because it was what they had to work with.
I mean, you don't have to know much about steamboats.
Yeah. Boats ran on steam. That's all you need to know.
Yeah, these fire tube boilers were introduced in 1848 because they generated twice as much steam per fuel load as flue boilers.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So they were genuinely just more efficient.
And it was more efficient to use steam than smoke, yes.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Also, you're surrounded by fucking water. It's like, oh, we need more water for the steam? Okay. Hang on. Let me get a fucking bucket.
Actually,
oh.
that does play a factor into it.
Oh! Little did I know, I was predicting the future.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll continue. Now you had my curiosity, but now you have my interest.
So, each of the fire tube boilers were 18 feet long and 46 inches in diameter, and they had 24 5-inch flue/tubes that ran from the firebox to the chimney. Just a little info on how big these things were.
They were big.
They were big. So, this
engine's strong.
This economic advantage came with a safety trade-off.
As economic advantages usually do.
These ships were designed to have carefully maintained water levels in a tubular system. But these would become clogged very easily between the flues because we didn't have Swiffer then to, get in between the hard-to-reach areas between the tubes. And they would become clogged very easily with sediment and mineral buildup from the river water it was running in.
Okay.
And this was really fucking difficult to scrape off. Because, that shit's getting heated onto there.
Yeah, fun thing about river water, y'all, algae.
Yeah, that's why you gotta be real careful about which creek you go to put your moonshine still in.
Mm-hmm. That is actually true.
I was about to say, that's not a metaphor, that's an actual rule.
Do you know how you know if a creek is not polluted?
How?
If you find snails in it.
I did not know that.
Snails cannot exist in they cannot survive in polluted water. It has to be clean water. So oftentimes moonshiners will look for snails. They'll look for snails in the creek. Fun fact! You all learned something today.
I certainly learned something. But I'm supposed to be educating the rest of you fuckers.
Well, let's do this.
I was about to say, let's do the cutscene first.
Yeah, cutscene. Gotta do the cutscene. This reminds me of Ghost Hunter. I'm gonna be honest.
In the
with
worst possible way.
you. Yeah. Well, anything that reminds me of Ghost Hunter is probably the worst possible thing.
Snails.
Snails, yeah. Now I'm getting Resident Evil 7 flashbacks.
Just in time for the new game.
If a motherfucker shows up and starts singing Go Tell Aunt Rhody, I'm out.
I don't know, I kind of like that.
Well, I mean, more in the sense of like, oh shit, we are not prepared for this. Travis, you ain't ready for this.
If you hear the banjos, run!
Is Tall Lady gonna show up? Because I'm very excited for it. I saw someone like ranting about how BDSM is just about violent men getting off to hurting women, as if every single man on Twitter was not losing their goddamn mind over Tall Lady and wanting Tall Lady to step on them. Like, literally not even a week ago.
I remember whenever we first got art of her and how much of the step on me mommy notes I saw.
Yeah. Like, oh my god.
Which I was included in that.
Was the art style changed? I don't think it was necessarily changed. I think they just kind of, like, updated it.
Time for a little pro bono ghost busting.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah, in actual BDSM, in hetero BDSM, most times it's actually the man who's the sub.
As an active BDSMer in a hetero relationship, yes.
Oh,
Yes,
I keep
it is.
trying to dodge. Oh. Fucking hell, Bird, learn to dodge.
He looks like a side boss that you'd encounter in a Dead Rising game.
He does, yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, because of this sediment, mineral buildup, and lack of Swiffer to clean it.
The lack of ShamWow mops.
Oh god, fucking ShamWow! Oh god.
We will have a discussion about the ShamWow after this.
Woo!
Kayla has thoughts on the ShamWow.
It's bullshit!
It is.
There's my thoughts! What this means with the buildup is that even the slightest dip in the water level could cause hot spots, leading to metal fatigue, making it easier for an explosion to happen.
Could you explain for the class what metal fatigue is?
Metal get hot, metal bend, and metal need to stay in place when dealing with chemicals and hot shit, or else it will break and not work.
There you go, metal fatigue.
Okay. And fun fact, this actually is kind of a interesting fact.
Okay.
The Sultana had a wedding cake design, which basically put the flammable, lightweight wood covered in paint and varnish in layers above the boilers that could easily explode.
Oh, goody! So it could, like, collapse in on itself and put all that fun flame and stuff, like, all in one spot.
Yeah.
One convenient location.
Yeah!
It's like the disaster is travel sized for your convenience.
Travel size!
Ah, you see what I did there? Just do it.
I liked that one.
That was pretty funny.
I liked that one.
Travel sized disaster. Hope you all enjoyed that joke. That is the funniest joke I will make all fucking year.
I mean, we're halfway through the year.
That's true.
So, leading up to the day of the disaster, the Sultana was under Captain James Cass Mason, the most American name of the 1800s.
Only way it could have been more manly is if they named him Ryder Gently.
Quit bringing your drag name into this!
But it's true.
So, the Sultana left St. Louis, whatever.
St. Louis.
St. Louis, On April 13th, 1865, bound for Nolens, Louisiana.
Nolans!
Nolens! It's not New Orleans, it's Nolens.
Yeah, you don't pronounce it New Orleans, you pronounce it Nolans.
Yeah. Seriously, if you're ever there, you need to pronounce it Nolens.
Yeah, that's like the rule. We're not even joking about that.
The ship was tied up on April 15th in Cairo, Illinois, which I did not know was a place. I learned something. And
I got him. I did it! Yay!
I'll wait until after the cutscene.
Oh, you're fine.
Out of respect. Boy,
That's
the new Star Wars
fucking cool, not gonna lie.
Boy, the new Star Wars sequel looks pretty good.
Yeah, actually. Star Wars got a lot better when Blooper Team took over, not gonna lie. Or Bloober Team.
I was about to say Bloober.
Well.
What's
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Holy fuck!
What's that?
Feels like that's cheating.
This is a problem with fighting the supernatural. You cannot kill someone who's already dead.
Okay, well that seems very unfair.
I'm dead inside. Am I immortal?
Yeah, it's like, does that mean they just get to stay in the same rank location?
30 years ago, that child was abandoned, left to die in this house. As the story goes, he made a pact with the devil with his final breath. Revived through the dark arts, the child murdered his parents and now rules this forest, feeding on suffering and hate.
Okay.
I want to see that story more.
Or we wouldn't be in this profession.
Yeah, actually, like, I'm way more interested in that. Look, you can see him in the window.
24.
He's in the window.
Still a ways to go until the top.
I
You
missed
are
it.
not getting tired.
Aw.
Huh. I haven't even broken a sweat. Why don't you bring me a real challenge?
You've got it.
Oh, I was hoping there'd be another,
I missed it!
Yeah, you missed it. Okay, well, yay.
That actually was pretty interesting, I'm not gonna lie.
I know, right? I was like, okay.
I'm like, this is the most invested I've been in a No More Heroes game.
Okay, so we got our layered cake that travel-sized disaster.
Yep. So the ship was tied up on April 15th in Cairo, Illinois, because this was the day President Lincoln was shot at Ford Theater.
Which, again, lovely omen.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, all the people in the South were, like, actively celebrating, which was really fucked up.
Yeah.
The gateways.
I say good and damn well knowing that if I found out that somebody shot Donald Trump in the head in Minecraft, then I would think it was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
In Minecraft.
In Minecraft.
In Minecraft.
It's only ruins.
If you are what you eat, Shola Monkey, then I am a cat.
Hear a woman's tragic scream. A cry so chilling that birds go mad.
See, it's a lesbian joke.
I know!
Drown themselves to escape her cry.
What's happening? What's the plot?
To kill the other assassins, and also, this bitch is being interviewed, I guess.
Travis, it's me. I have set up your next battle. Check out the map and go when you please. Oh, and by the way, until you crack the top 10, you are responsible for all travel expenses. The association can't pay for everyone with the price of gas and all. You got it?
Hold up, I'm shelling out all this cash and you can't spring for bus fare?
I'm busy. Got to go.
Don't
Ma'am,
hang
you
up
are
on
not
me.
in proper workout attire.
Oh.
Weird thing about that assassination was the whole thing was both planned and unplanned. Booth was like, "I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it." Nah, I don't feel like it. I'm gonna go to the theater. Oh, hey, Lincoln's here.
Yep. So, Captain Mason grabbed an armload of Cairo newspapers declaring the assassination, and he headed south down the route to spread the news because telegraphic communications were basically cut off in the South due to the Civil War.
Yeah. That's kind of the way of beating the South was Operation Anaconda. Just cut them off entirely, basically.
We just need Grandma in here one day to explain the Civil War.
She would explain it from a perspective of a person who reads a lot of Civil War romance.
Well, I mean, she watched Gone with the Wind, like, plenty of times.
Yeah.
More times than I ever have.
Yeah. Anyway,
another small delay was a few days later in Vicksburg, Mississippi. Captain Mason was approached by Captain Reuben Hatch, chief quartermaster at Vicksburg. So he basically ran the docks there. He was offered, Captain Mason was offered a bribe to take a huge load of Union prisoners of war up north because the government paid $2.75 per enlisted man and $8 per officer to any steamboat captain that would give the soldiers passage up north.
okay.
Hatch basically promised about 1,400 prisoners if Mason would give him some of the money the government would give him, and Mason took the bribe because he needed the cash. And my next note here is, I respect the hustle.
Yeah, I respect it, you know. They're gonna get up there either way. So why not, you know, why not be the one pocketing the money, you know?
Wet your own beak a little bit.
Yeah. Makes sense to me, at least.
I mean, yeah, it makes sense to me.
Alright, so we're on this... Alright, so we got a bunch of POWs.
Union POWs.
Union POWs. On a boat.
Yep.
On a motherfucking boat. Heading back up, heading back home.
What, they're not loaded up yet.
Oh, okay.
So, on April 21st, 1865, the Sultana left Nolens with about 70 cabin and deck passengers, because remember, this ship is still also carrying regular passengers.
Yeah?
So it was carrying 70 cabin and
70 cats!
70 cats. 70 cabin and deck passengers, a small amount of livestock, and a crew of 85. About 10 hours south of Vicksburg, one of the 4 boilers in the boat sprang a leak. But the captain basically had his boat limp its way 10 hours to Vicksburg for repairs, and so he could get the POWs.
Yeah, because Bish gotta make some money.
Yeah, but it just reminds me, as someone who has had a lot of car anxiety, like, you don't let your vehicle limp its way 10 hours.
Apparently you do.
Okay.
Apparently that's exactly what you do.
So, a mechanic was brought on while the soldiers were loaded up, and he recommended taking a couple days to cut out and replace the ruptured seam. But Mason said no, because it would take a few days to get that done, and he wanted his money.
They should better have my money.
Pretty much. So, he convinced the mechanic to make some temporary repairs, basically hammering the bent plate back into place and riveting a patch of metal over the seam.
Did everything short of just slapping some paint on it and saying,
I was about to say, it's the 1860s equivalent of, like, putting a single piece of duct tape and some paint over it and saying it's a job well done.
Yeah.
So, on top of all this, the boat was designed to only carry 376 passengers.
No problem.
Okay.
But because of a mix-up on who got who from the parole camps, the Sultana ended up with 1,960 paroled prisoners, 22 guards, 70 paying cabin passengers, and 85 crew members, which came out to a total of 2,137 people.
Okay.
The paroled prisoners were basically shoved into whatever space there was, to the point that wood beams would creak and sag from the overloaded weight on the various levels of the ship.
Okay. Oh, for fuck's sake. How do I fucking do anything?
I don't know, it's in space. Get Elon Musk to do it.
Well, he can't do it either. He'll just like Give me a really, really lame solution that doesn't work, and then call me a pedophile. Which is all things that he has done while everyone's celebrating his fucking debut on SNL.
I hated that.
That dude is... I hate that guy so fucking much.
Yeah, I didn't watch the SNL thing because I was just like, no, this guy looks like a weasel.
He is. Yeah, when you're fucking awesome. You're like you're so fucking cool, alright?
You the yoga master.
Yeah, you yoga master with writing and all that good shit.
And you the true MVP for getting 4 pieces of education along with a job. Seriously, I don't know how we'd do that. I wouldn't.
I don't, is what happens.
Again!
Alright, I will tell you once again, get when you're fucking cool, fucking badass.
You deserve all the love.
You like have way better time management skills than I could ever hope to have.
Seriously.
Gonna be honest with you. And you're really fucking cool, so...
You do a lot more in a single week than I've done in months.
Yep.
I'm waiting to see if she redeems another one. She did it again!
Alright, you know what else is you're not afraid to let people know whenever you need that boost to self-confidence.
I respect that.
Yeah. I respect someone who is like, my form of self-love is getting other people to tell me that I'm great.
Which is healthy sometimes.
Yeah.
We love and respect you here.
Yep. Okay, so...
I'm proud to have you as a writing partner.
So a guy once crashed into my rear at an intersection and my hitch busted a big hole in his car. Genius decided he's going to drive 1 hour to a friend's garage instead of the closest one, despite the car billowing black smoke from the hole. Cost him over $2,000. We'd exchange numbers in case my car needed repairs, which it did not.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. If you can, if you have a car and you can get a hitch attached to the back of it, do it. I had one on the back of my Trailblazer. I have had a couple people try to rear end me, and my car had no damage whatsoever because of that hitch.
Not when she says try to rear end her, she does not mean like she has people like hunting for her.
No, I mean I lived in a very small college town with a shitload of bad traffic.
Yeah.
And I have been hit or like rear-ended because someone didn't see the fucking red light in front of us when we went to the movies. And half the time they don't want to exchange information because their car was the only one hurt and they probably didn't have any. And at that point I was just like, you know what, fuck it, my car's not hurt, it's fine.
Got it.
Yay! Okay, so anyway. So the ship spent 2 days going upriver whilst fighting one of the worst spring floods in the river's history, leading to overflow on the banks in some areas.
Yeah, spring overflow in a river is actually really, really difficult to deal with, even now.
You don't know how deep the water is because it's being overflowed up onto the banks. So you really run the risk of running aground a lot.
Yeah, you have to be very cautious. That's actually why they would on the rivers, the old style of doing it was like you basically use this essentially, for lack of a better term, it's basically like a yardstick.
Yep.
And whenever the river was good and it was safe and whenever it was safe to sail in that area. That was called the Mark Twain.
Yep.
So that is where Mark Twain's pen name came from, by the way. Shallow Monkey, thank you very much for the 5 bits.
My wife asked me why the bottle of wine was bought yesterday and was half empty. I said because she is a pessimist.
Oh my god.
So Shallow Monkey is just here with all the puns, all the jokes.
I dig it. I can't get down there.
Yeah, I noticed.
Well.
So, On April 26th, the Sultana stopped in Helena, Arkansas, and photographer Thomas W. Banks managed to get a pic. He managed to take a picture of the overcrowded vessel.
And it was very overcrowded.
Let me see if I can find it real quick.
I'm surprised you didn't already have that to drop in the tragedy topic.
I probably wanted to do it and then I forgot.
Yeah, I'm not doing any more of that. I don't like that game.
I noticed.
Fuck that noise.
I noticed.
I didn't like that.
Oh, wow. God damn it. God damn it.
Also, it was actually my dad's car at the time, and he got pissed because the plastic cover of the hitch was cracked. His documents in the back car got flung around, and he had to sort them. Was having a fit about it. You know, typical dad stuff when nothing serious is actually... Holy shit, is he?
Okay, that speaks to my goddamn soul.
Yeah. Yeah, we know a little something about that. Whenever dads freak out over absolutely fucking nothing when everything is okay.
That's why I never tell Dad anything.
Did I see your question? I don't think that I did. Sorry, Roselia, hang on. Where did you post the hang on.
Alright, so I put a picture of the Sultana in the tragedy topics. Plug Discord. Plug.
Oh,
No, I'll plug it.
Where was the question at, Roselia? I'm sorry, I missed it. Yeah, I missed it.
Discord. Discord. Discord, dear comrades. Well, I guess we'll get the question when they feel like it. So, Rosalia's question was about the physical copy of Blasphemous.
What physical copy of Blasphemous?
Oh, they're doing a limited run of a physical copy of Blasphemous.
Oh, for what? For what console?
I don't know. I saw the question earlier.
Oh.
It was like,
well then, yeah. Thank you for bringing that to my attention. I'll check that out. Oh, it's fine. You don't have to look it up. I'll check it out after the stream because we should probably like do stuff.
Nah, it's fine.
How much money we got? Do we got enough to get that special sword? This is kind of where all my money's going.
Probably.
What's up?
Copy of Blasphemous is for the Switch.
Ooh. Yeah, I'll probably get a copy of it then.
Ladies, what's considered plus size where you live? I've been baffled by men telling me that I am plus size and I have no idea what to say. Hey, Gedwin, you are not plus size. Not by American terms. I am plus size. I am plus size.
I do not fit into any of the categories that they use whenever they talk about plus sized and quote unquote normal size and things like that. I actually do not fit into any of those categories because of my stocky build. Because I'm not like, I don't have enough weight to be considered plus size, but I'm not skinny enough to be considered quote unquote conventionally attractive. And basically what I'm saying is,
this is why she wears men's clothes.
Actually, honestly, I was going to be like, this is why I get a little bit annoyed sometimes when people start talking about body positivity and representation, because a lot of times, not saying that plus size models are not allowed to be represented, they absolutely are, but I'm saying that my body type is often, I cannot find my body type anywhere in any form of representation in media.
I think the closest I've seen was the main enemy character in Last of Us 2.
Yeah. But even then, everybody was just like, oh, why is she got muscles?
She lives in a goddamn zombie apocalypse!
Yeah, it's like, she lives in a good location where there's plenty of food. She lives in a location where food is plentiful. So, you know.
Yeah.
Fuck off. Yeah, like, that's the thing. Representation of my body type is extremely rare, and whenever it's there, it's usually just like, oh, so is she a man? And it's like, I told my psychologist I'm scared of living in a tall building. He said it's only an apartment complex.
I'm walking out of this stream and
No,
never
you're
coming
not.
back.
No, you're not. You
no.
are staying here, and you're going to tell us about the Sultana.
So the explosion.
Yeah, this is a very, very crowded boat with the equivalent of a flex tape on the side of it.
Yeah. Around 2 a.m. on April 27th, 1865, the Sultana was about 7 miles north of Memphis, Tennessee, when all 4 boilers fucking suddenly exploded.
Just boom.
Just boom.
Just boom.
Just boom.
Oh no, it's stealth.
Have fun with that bullshit. So the explosion of steam went upward at a 45-degree angle, tearing through the crowded decks above them and demolishing the pilot house. So, big boom of steam go up.
Oh yeah, and remember that part where we had the layer cake, the...
Full of varnish and paint. That catches fire really fucking easily.
Boom really big is what we're saying.
Boom real big. So, because it demolished the pilot house, there's no pilot to steer the boat. And it basically turned the Sultana into a drifting, burning tinderbox.
I've forgotten how... There we go. There we go. Alright.
Dex is like, bullshit, it wasn't sudden. They had warning signs that they put a blanket over and feigned ignorance.
That's true, that's true.
Yeah. Yeah. So some of the passengers were immediately flung off of the deck from the force of the explosion into the river.
Okay, makes sense.
And a large section of the boat was immediately destroyed.
Oh, goody.
Yeah. The twin smokestacks immediately toppled over, one into a blasted hole.
I am a tiger.
It's the eye of...
No, DMCA!
Oh yeah, because Twitch isn't fun anymore.
Yeah. Twitch says no more fun.
The smokestacks toppled over, one went into a hole created by the blast of the steam, and the other landed on a crowded upper deck, which ended up crashing down into a lower deck, killing and trapping a lot of people in the ship.
Oh, goody.
But wait, there's more. The smokestack that toppled into the hole made from a blast formed a slope down to the exposed furnace boxes, causing broken wood to catch fire and turning the rest of the boat into a raging inferno.
Goody.
Yep. But wait, there's even more. Because of the poor strength and condition of many of the soldiers from their time as POWs.
Yeah, they don't feed POWs well. Shocking.
Yeah, a lot of them did not have the strength to run and jump overboard, and they were instead just clinging on to each other, and this led to a whole bunch of groups of soldiers going down together.
Oh.
Yeah. I love how you basically just said fuck stealth.
I like how the game just turned that into a joke. Technically, Bird Gets Banned will be able to have a Kayla channel. Yes, you could, but Bird would not be able to be on it because that violates terms of service for me to go onto somebody else's channel in order to avoid a ban, and then Kayla would get banned too.
What do I care?
I mean, I care. I like doing this.
That is a good point. Yeah, they fed POWs pretty good during World War II. This was the fucking Civil War. Brother and brother fighting against each other. And you think I'm joking, but I am not.
And so I was like, what's happening?
Yeah, I was just gonna be like, okay? So at about 2:30 a.m., a half hour after this explosion happened, the ship Bostana was coming down the river and came upon the shit show.
Yeah. It was like, nope.
Okay, to be fair,
you like it when I do that. Don't pretend otherwise.
they managed to rescue a lot of people from the water, and some of the boats who had floated down the river some of the passengers and the soldiers who were flung off the boat into the water and had floated downriver, they were being saved by crews of docked steamboats and U.S. warships.
Oh. Well, that's nice at
Everyone
least.
was getting help,
That's good.
if they could.
Look at my giant fucking sword dick, though. I was just mesmerized by it.
So the Sultana drifted about 6 miles west to the bank of the river and eventually fully sank around 9 a.m.
Yeah, it said, alright, I'm tired. It pulled a Mac does and just went, I'm tired.
Yeah.
Hey, Slime with Teeth.
Hi. So, it sank near present-day Marion, Arkansas, over 7 hours after the explosion.
Shola Monkey would like to know, what do you call a horny square? An erectangle.
I am walking out of this room!
No, you're not. Because you want to tell us all about this.
So while the exact death toll is unknown, an investigator of the disaster reported about 1,238 people had died, including the greedy-ass captain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well. Oh well. You live by the hustle, you die by the hustle.
Yep. So, the dead soldiers whose bodies were able to be recovered were interred at Fort Pickering Cemetery until the government established the Memphis National Cemetery and they were moved over there.
Well, at least they got buried. Kinda.
About 760 survivors were brought to hospitals in Memphis, which thankfully had a lot of them because it was turned into a supply and recuperation city for the war.
So, you know, a little bit of serendipity here.
Yeah, 31 of those survivors died in the days following the disaster, mainly due to burns.
Oh, okay, well, so much for serendipity.
In December of 1885, survivors in Indiana, Michigan, and Ohio, they actually attended annual reunions and formed the National Sultana Survivors Association. And every year possible, they kept up this whole reunion thing until the last person who had been a survivor died.
Aw.
Yeah.
That was
very nice.
Yeah, you know, this wasn't too bad.
So, the causes and the legacy. The biggest factor determined to have caused the disaster was the mismanagement of water levels in the boiler because they didn't have a ShamWow mop, and the overcrowding caused the vessel to be too top-heavy, which I can relate to.
They literally had a big boob problem.
Yes. You joke, but yes.
That is like the unofficial... Okay, so there's a couple of unofficial mottos for this podcast. One of them is, in your hubris.
In your hubris, there was no Build-A-Bear.
Yeah, there was no Build-A-Bear. And then, like, but wait, it gets worse. And then it's, see, you joke, but...
Yeah.
We need to make t-shirts for
I was about to say,
DisasterCast.
that's what our merch is.
We need to make... I actually really do need to, like... Because it'd be simple for me to do it. I need to make t-shirts. Would you guys buy, would y'all buy DisasterCast t-shirts? Anyway, the problem with the captain was a big boob. That's very true. Very nice, aside from the explosion thingy.
Yeah, it was nice. So these factors were made worse due to the twists and turns of the river that they traveled on, because it's the Mississippi River. That thing's not a straight shot.
No, the Mississippi River is, like, really windy, actually. Legitimate.
Plus, again, this whole big storm was going on, making the ship list back and forth very harshly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Plus all of that over flooding that had already taken place.
And because the ship was so top-heavy, the list was even worse. Center of gravity is important, goddammit.
Yeah, balance and buoyancy, like, balance is very important for buoyancy.
Yeah.
And buoyancy is kind of like that thing that all ships need, so, you know, just saying.
So the damsel's in here.
Oh, fuck that noise.
Yeah, I was gonna say, they better not expect me to Mission Impossible this shit, because I'm not doing it.
Chicks put out for their rescuers, right?
I'm confused. Are we talking about ships or titties?
Yes.
You know, you're lucky I don't have a bondage kick.
Are you sure you don't, dude? Okay, fight this one and then refuse to kill her like you did for all the female assassins in the last game.
That were hot enough.
Yeah. Oh, she spits acid. And she's a teenage girl. This makes perfect sense. Makes perfect sense that she spits acid.
She's definitely not a broad I'd want to hook up with.
Don't say that, handsome. Actually, you're just my type.
Thanks, but no thanks.
You'd be even more dashing if you were writhing in agony. Come closer to me.
Oh yeah, she definitely into the BDSM. You'd be even more dashing if you were writhing in agony. Like, oh yeah. I almost said writhing in Anthony. I was just like, how's he gonna fucking writhe in Anthony?
You are.
Okay then.
Okay.
Come closer.
T-shirt has to say on the front DisasterCast, but on the back it has to say, but wait, there's more.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway. So, because of the close proximity of the boilers, again, they didn't have a ShamWow mop, they couldn't properly clean out the sediment, so the boilers got clogged with gunk, along with the water levels being thrown out of whack because of the storm.
Because the lack of ShamWows.
Yes, because of the lack of ShamWows. But wait, there's more. So, there are conspiracy theories on what actually happened.
There's always a conspiracy theory.
Robert Ludden claimed to have sabotaged the Sultana by using a coal torpedo, just like he did as a Confederate agent when he sank the steamboat Ruth.
Right.
While he was a Confederate agent, Ludden was drinking in a saloon and about 3 sheets to the wind when he claimed to have sunk the Sultana.
I mean, I've sunk shit while I was drunk.
No, he was drunk while he was claiming that he sunk
I've
the
been
Sultana.
drunk while claiming to sink. Look at them. Look at the. My God.
I
Butt
saw.
Cheeks. Yeah. Gotta make sure the butt cheeks jiggle.
I'm just like, I have never been an ass person, but damn if you're trying to convert me.
She's either a mortician or a BDSMer.
That's why I want to be a mortician.
You just want to make YouTube videos.
You are now ranked.
I mean...
No time for that. Hurry! You have to jump.
Gotcha. I'm there.
Slime with Teeth says, I claim to have sunk ships all the time when I drink.
I just realized we are out of seats. Just swim back, okay?
I hate her. At least I got the super powered sword though.
Sure.
We won! Yay! I don't fucking know what the fuck just happened, but whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So another theory was that second lieutenant James Worthington Beret, again Southern name if ever I heard one. It's a theory that he had caused the explosion via sabotage. Saboteur.
Sabotage. Okay.
Travis, it's me. I have set up the next
So what's the likelihood that he did it?
little different this time around.
Hold on.
Okay.
I stay silent for the cutscenes.
Don't
Goddamn.
build things up. Just tell me already.
Oh, get your dumb ass to my office now.
Gotcha.
Gotta control that boner though.
Yeah. Anyway, so
This guy was on the boat and got hurt in the explosion. There was literally no reason he would have blown up his only means of getting home.
no, I mean, come on. Don't sit there and make sense.
And in 1903, about 30 to 40 years after this, another theory that came out was that a bitter Tennessee farmer who lived along the river cutting wood for boats had hollowed out a log and filled it with gunpowder before it was taken by the Sultana.
I beg your fucking pardon.
But
What, he was just pissed that the South lost?
the Sultana burned coal for their steam engines. It was not a wood-burning ship. They would have never gotten wood for their journey.
Hard to get wood.
I deal with so much for you. So I have arrest question mark. So originally Captain Frederick Speed, the Union officer who sent the 1,960 paroled prisoners into Vicksburg, was charged and found guilty of grossly overcrowding the Sultana. This was overturned almost immediately because he was at the parole camp the day of loading and had no actual hand in stuffing all these POWs onto the ship.
Yeah, he didn't have anything to do with it then.
Yep. Captain George Williams, who did put the men on board, was a regular Army officer and not charged because the military refused to go after one of their own.
Sounds about right.
I was about to say, what has changed?
Good lord, let's see
Jesus.
that fucking jump.
Captain Hutch, who initiated the bribery, was not charged by the military because he had quickly quit the service to avoid the court-martial.
Yeah, he's just like, I'm out. I understand it, though. I am releasing the button. Anyway. I understand it, though. Quit before they can fire you.
Yeah.
Gene. Yeah.
And basically no one was held accountable for this because the only other person, Captain Mason, who actually drove the damn thing, he died in the explosion and they didn't know how to charge a ghost for murder.
Well, I mean, South Park has an answer for you.
We didn't have South Park during the Civil War. I know the show's old as hell, but
Yeah, it would have been. Well, then, I mean, they steal all the Simpsons stuff. They would have seen it on The Simpsons at some point.
yeah, but they steal from Simpsons, but they actually make it good.
Ouch! Yeah, can I just be upfront and say I don't see the appeal of The Simpsons? I mean,
I don't get it.
I like The Simpsons movie,
Oh yeah,
but
I like the
can't
movie.
like sit and watch the show.
The only time I ever watched the show was because I was in college. It was in the rental program we had at the library, and I had such fucking bad insomnia. I would go into one of the buildings that was open 24 hours, put it on a big projector, and literally just lay on the tables with a blanket and a pillow and just have The Simpsons going while I tried to relax enough to go to sleep.
Like whenever you get home after drinking and you just kind of fall onto the couch and your head hits the remote and like shit like American Choppers is on and you just feel too lazy to change it, so you just kind of stare at it.
Yeah. And I have been woken up by a number of janitors.
It's like, hey, you still alive?
One of the night janitors knew that I was doing this, and he would just occasionally pop in his head because I couldn't close and lock the door, because that's not allowed. He would just, like, pop in his head to make sure that I was okay and still there.
Yeah.
So, for the Sultana, you can visit the memorials for this disaster and its victims in Memphis, Tennessee, Muncie, Indiana, Marion, Arkansas, Vicksburg, Mississippi, Cincinnati, Ohio, Knoxville, Tennessee, Hillsdale, Michigan, and Mansfield, Ohio.
Okay.
And that's all I
Quite a
got.
few places to...
Well, I mean, it was both for the Sultana along the Mississippi River, but it was also for people who lost a whole bunch of family and things. Family and things in the disaster.
Family and things. Stuff
Family
and things.
Yeah. So that's the Sultana.
That sounded like someone dropping their bits. Let me fucking pick him up!
Be better.
You gotta come up from behind. You gotta come at him from behind, I guess, in this game. Although I don't understand why there isn't a whole, like, you know, little mini game like there is with fucking everything else.
'Cause fuck you.
Yes, so. I don't think I'm gonna do this. I don't think I'm gonna do a good job on this one,
sorry.
y'all. Because I gotta come at them from behind. Like a, hey baby, take a deep breath, let's experiment kind of way.
And Bird always asks for consent before doing anything.
Yeah.
Okay, Dax, I'll get to the fucking exploding plane. Which is my last story of the day. And the TWA Flight...
Oh, wait, but what did we learn from the previous story, though?
They'll take bribes for POWs?
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Pick up the damn thing! There we go.
And also know your, passenger limit and abide by it.
Yeah. And also, the Civil War was about slavery.
Oh yeah, Civil War was about slavery. 100%. As people who have lived in the South and heard the state argument so many times.
Yeah.
That Civil War was about slavery.
Yeah. That is really fucking hard.
Giggity.
Actually, no, I still hate mankind, but at least you're okay. Oh my god. I was gonna say, Jesus fucking Christ, if that ain't a goddamn mood.
Mood.
Yeah. States' rights. Rights to do what exactly?
Own black people.
Rights, yeah, rights to own black people. Also, again, flaming gay, hashtag not today. That is gonna be our raid message. I'm just making that extremely clear to everybody.
I figured as much.
Yeah.
Okay, so last story of the day. The TWA Flight 800 midair explosion, which happened on July 17th, 1996.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, a couple months after I was born. Ah, sorry, my eyes itchy.
You're fine.
Well, not a couple months, like half a year after I was born. It was in the same year I was born. That's the important thing.
Yeah, either way.
So, no background, straight to the bullshit.
Oh wow, we're just diving
I
right in.
couldn't find any fucking background.
Oh.
It's just like, it plane, it fly, it good. So, the Trans World Airlines Flight 800 was a Boeing 747-131. Can we just all agree Boeing 747s just suck?
Most times they work fine. But these... For fuck's sake. But these stories are not about all the times whenever they work fine.
No, Boeing 747s actually have a long line of, like, disasters and shit.
Okay, fair enough.
Statistically.
Okay, fair enough.
So this plane was manufactured by Boeing in July 1971. So again, this plane had a pretty long run before shit went down. The flight was leaving from JFK Airport in New York, meant to have a layover in Paris, and its final destination was Leonardo da Vinci Airport in Rome.
Final destination!
You joke, but The plane arrived at JFK Airport at 4:38 p.m. that day from Athens and was refueled while there was a crew change. There was Captain Ralph G. Kevorkian.
Oh my god!
I am not kidding you! Captain/Czech Airman Steve E. Snyder. Stevie Snyder.
Snyder release when?
Snyder release when. And flight engineer/Czech Airman Richard G. Campbell, all of whom were highly experienced veterans flying with TWA. So they knew their shit.
Also, for those of you who don't know, Dr. Kevorkian was one of those cases of a doctor who, like, killed his patients. Like, murdered his patients.
Yeah.
Against their will. Not like I'm gonna
euthanasia.
Yeah, not like the patients genuinely asked him to do it because they didn't want to, because they were terminal and they didn't want to suffer anymore. Without their will, he would fucking murder them.
Yep.
So
anyway, the plane was leaving with 18 crew members in total. 20 off-duty employees meant to cover the second leg of the flight. They were gonna cover Paris to Rome. And 192 passengers. But wait, there's more. So, it's funny you mentioned Final Destination, because there were 16 students and 5 adult chaperones from the French club of Montoursville Area High School in Pennsylvania were also on board and died, which did inspire the premise of the first Final Destination film.
I was actually, whenever you first said you joke, but I almost said, wait, did these events partially inspire Final Destination?
Yes, they did.
Isn't it great how they took a genuine, awful tragedy and turned it into, hey, but what if death was stalking them?
Yeah, it's almost like some people are just not respectful of the dead.
Unlike us, who, like, have a whole podcast where we talk about the dead.
Hey, we talk about the people who fuck up. We don't make jokes about the people who actually suffered from this bullshit.
This is true. The Titanic. Yeah, but, like, that was, like, 100 fucking years ago. Fucking get over it. No, like, Jesus Christ, like, remember...
No, we're not doing an episode on that! I am not doing that!
And, like, people will be like, oh, don't you remember 9/11? How the fuck can I forget? You motherfuckers will not let me forget!
Yeah.
Okay, actually, so I saw this on, this is something that really did piss me off. So there was, like, an episode of Penn and Teller's Bullshit, which I love Penn and Teller's Bullshit. That's one of my favorite shows to watch, right?
Okay.
And, they were talking about PETA.
Yep.
PETA is full of fuckholes. Let me make that extremely clear, alright? And their episode on PETA, one of the like people was like, oh, but why are people so obsessed with the save the animals thing? And, you know, they were like talking about how PETA is absolute bullshit. It does not actually care about animals, you know, all that shit. And he was like, this is a generation that's never known evil. They've never suffered. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking? What the fuck was 9/11? You motherfuckers won't let me forget 9/11 even if I want to try to forget that shit. And now you're gonna sit here and look me dead in the eye, dead ass in my fucking eyes, and be like, you've never suffered. Meanwhile, every fucking September 11th, it's hashtag never forget. And yeah, what happened was really, really awful.
It did suck.
It sucked immensely, but motherfuckers, can we put some goddamn perspective on 9/11? I'm gonna be that person that says, can we please put some goddamn perspective on 9/11? It was a horrible thing that happened, and it sucked. It was terrible. But we used it as an excuse to invade a country that had absolutely fucking nothing to do with it.
Yep.
And also, we have had way worse attacks on American soil. Like, nobody's running around still screaming hashtag never forget Pearl Harbor. Yeah. And Pearl Harbor killed a lot more people than 9/11 did. And also, way more people died in one day to coronavirus than to 9/11. And these same fuckholes who will look at me and be like, hashtag never forget 9/11. I'll be like, okay, well, can we talk about all these people who have died from COVID because your president isn't doing jack fucking shit? And they'll be like, nope, 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 don't want to talk about that. Nope, don't want to talk about that. Don't want to talk about it.
You feel better?
I know there's a movie on Pearl Harbor too because I had to watch that shit.
There are a couple of 9/11 romance movies, and no, I'm not joking. One of them has Charlie Sheen.
One of them has Robert Pattinson, but you don't know it's going to be a 9/11 movie till literally the last 5 minutes of the goddamn movie.
Yeah.
Like, it's this whole, like, basic ass, The Notebook style white bread hetero love story type thing, and then last 5 minutes, boom, 9/11.
How dare you not remember the cinematic masterpiece?
Remember me.
Okay, I forgot the name of it!
You were literally Googling as, like, she was gonna, like, try to, how dare you type, forget, type.
I was hoping that my typing was faster.
Well, you don't need any particularly special conspiracy theories whenever it comes to 9/11. Like,
it's bad enough on its own.
yeah, like a bunch of terrorist pilots who were funded by a terrorist unit that, you know, had ties to other terrorist units, used basic ass got them into basic ass piloting school so that they could learn how to pilot, and then snuck them on board planes because our security just wasn't quite good enough to catch it, and it snuck those people on board, and then they, you know, took control of the planes and crashed them into buildings. What more conspiracy theory do you need? Like, what, like, Penn and Teller did an episode on 9/11.
Yes, they did.
And it's actually a genuinely good episode. And he was like, why, you know, sometimes something small and hateful and mean can destroy something big and beautiful.
Yep.
Sometimes that is just a thing that can happen. Also, I feel like the real conspiracy that we need to talk about, and the real, like horror of 9/11 is, number one, the fact that we're not providing adequate medical care to the first responders who have long-term health conditions as a result of responding to 9/11 and doing their fucking jobs. There's that, but then there's also, like, the fucking Freedom Tower. That fucking bullshit.
I have been to the Freedom Tower.
Isn't it ugly as fuck?
It is. We never actually went inside it, but you know what I did get was, it happened to be kind of misting that day. The only good thing that came from the Freedom Tower was me getting a video of the rain going sideways hitting the building, and I thought it was pretty.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dax, our government did not, like, plan for 9/11 as a means to get rid of a building.
Okay, so...
And the reason why I'm telling you that is because if they did, we'd have known about it long before now. Watergate, 6 people went into a building across from from Hotel Watergate, and that shit got its lid blown off in less than a month.
Yeah.
The amount of, like, thought and planning and people that would be going into a conspiracy like 9/11, we would have known pretty much by the end of the week that it was a conspiracy.
Okay, so I think we should probably get off 9/11. The only thing I will say 2 things about 9/11.
Mm-hmm.
1, no, I'm not doing a fucking episode on that. 2, jet fuel cannot melt steel beams, but you know what can? Printer paper.
Yeah, that's the thing that nobody ever takes into account. Whenever they talk about how did the steel beams melt, they always talk about jet fuel doesn't burn that hot. You are forgetting all the wooden desks, you're forgetting the printer paper, you're forgetting the electronics in the computers, you're forgetting the fabric of the carpets, all of which contributes and creates hotter fire.
Yep.
So, like, yeah, a plane hit a building and the building went down. That's what happened, y'all, with 9/11. That's what happened. That's what happened.
So while the plane was refueling, the ground maintenance crew locked out the thrust reverser for engine number 3 due to technical problems with the sensors, and severed cables for the reverser were also being replaced. To note...
So this was a plane that was like basically under repair?
Yeah, actually. The plane experienced a volumetric shutoff VSO control issue while refueling, and the plane had numerous VSO related write-ups in the weeks before the accident. So
Again, there's always a fucking warning coming.
there legitimately is.
There's always a goddamn warning. That one I will also cop to on the... one more time with 9/11. That's one thing I will cop to on 9/11, being that they did know that there was genuine threat of some sort of attack, but
Yes.
they didn't do anything.
Yes.
That one I will agree with, that they didn't... The reasons as to why, I'm going to be completely honest, I think it had less to do with, it was some grand conspiracy to mobilize the Americans against the Middle East. I think it was more just plain old-fashioned incompetence.
Yeah. Also, there is a made-for-TV movie about Rudy Giuliani that kind of cops to the idea that 9/11 was the best career boost that Rudy Giuliani ever had.
It absolutely was. That is one thing. Look, however you may feel about Joe Biden, say whatever you want, and thank you, I very much will. He's basically Donald Trump light.
Yep.
But say what you want about Joe Biden, one thing he absolutely did get right was whatever he said. Rudy Giuliani's sentences only consist of 3 things: a noun, a verb, and 9/11. He was 100% correct about that.
Yeah.
I was like, alright, I'm gonna give him that.
So yeah, they had plenty of warning that shit was fucked with this plane.
Yeah.
The flight was meant to leave around 7 p.m., but was delayed until 8:02 p.m. due to a disabled piece of ground equipment and a passenger bagger mismatch before leaving from gate 27.
Go on.
So the crew only started engines 1, 2, and 4 due to the issues with engine 3, but they did later start up engine number 3 at 8:14 p.m., 10 minutes later.
Okay.
The plane gradually increased in altitude until about 8:30 p.m. when the last radio transmission from the plane was received to acknowledge the craft had climbed up to 15,000 feet.
Yeah, which is standard.
The last recorded radar transponder was recorded to have occurred at 8:31, 12 p.m.
Okay.
38 seconds later, the captain of Eastwind Airlines Boeing 737... Fuck Boeing 737s! They reported to Boston Air Traffic Control that they saw an explosion about 16,000 feet in the air before it started raining down into the water. And air traffic control for the New York, Long Island area was immediately flooded with reports of the explosion from other pilots who said the exact same thing. A fireball in the sky that then fell into the water.
Goody.
Yeah, so we had a lot of eyes on this thing immediately, because, I mean, you know, it's JFK Airport, one of the busiest airports in the world. A lot of planes go in and out. People see shit.
People seen some things.
Slam with teeth, you joke about the aliens, but...
Oh, God.
Okay.
There's always somebody who's gonna blame it on aliens.
I have an entire list of different conspiracy theories.
Oh, I cannot wait to hear
I am not going into detail on every single one of them.
Why not?
Because I could not handle it.
Okay, fair.
You saw me with the mountain monsters. You think I was gonna handle all of this bullshit?
I showed Kayla Mountain Monsters, which is, it's like, one of
They're hunting cryptids in the Appalachian Mountains.
It's really awesome, though.
It's stupid!
But it's awesome!
And they're stupid! Stop being I can't handle whenever they're actively ignoring facts, when they're being bad actors. I hate it! I hate that shit! I cannot do that shit! I can't do it!
Okay, but it is genuinely fucking awesome.
I'm glad for you that you can find something good in that and you can enjoy it with your girlfriend. I am just saying, me, no. No. I can't do it. I can't fucking do it. So the initial search and recovery, as well as leading investigations. The National Transportation Safety Board, which I am hereby calling NTSB because they're going to come up a lot,
Okay.
was notified of the accident at 8:50 p.m., less than 20 minutes after it happened. They convened a board in Washington, D.C., because that's where they were based, and they were on the location early the next morning.
Okay. It's mayhem and chaos out here, Tom. Back to you.
It's fucking chaos down here, Tom. So, federal, state, and local agencies all contributed to search and recovery operations.
Okay.
Including an HH-60 Pave Hawk helicopter at the New York National Guard that arrived so quickly to the site after the explosion that debris was still raining down whenever they got there.
That's gotta be a freaky moment in your life.
Yeah. So, this became one of the largest diver-assisted salvage operations ever conducted, which did result in 95% of the plane wreckage being recovered, including the cockpit voice recorder and the flight data recorder, as well as most of the victims being recovered from the crash as well.
Oh, well, you know.
I was about to say, that's actually very rare.
Yeah.
But I think it's because they were just Johnny on the spot with it and immediately there.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So, this is where we get into the most bullshit. There was a lot of tension in this investigation.
Mm-hmm.
Can you guess why?
Because they were trying to figure out who was in charge.
Also, yes?
So there's a lot of tension in this investigation, is what you're saying.
A lot of it. Because it's mainly between, the NTSB and the FBI.
Fucking FBI, man.
Yeah. So, the relatives of the dead, as well as the media, were gathered at the Ramada Plaza JFK Hotel, which is actually nicknamed Heartbreak Hotel. No, I'm not fucking joking. Because it handles a lot of families and victims of airline crashes.
Wow, really?
I am not joking. That is legitimate.
What?
Yeah.
How do you get that reputation?
You have a whole bunch of airplane crashes happen and you're the only one willing to house the victims while they deal with it.
Okay, Slime with Teeth, I am going to come to the defense of mountain monsters to say that they're never saying that they're in the wilderness where no men ever walked. Because they do meet people and they're like, oh yeah, you know these woods, you're out here in these woods all the time, and then they like give their quote-unquote testimony of things that they've seen in the woods. So they're very, they like part of their quote-unquote gimmick is we've got to protect these farmers and their cattle from this monster, or we've got to protect this little town from this. Like, that's part of their kind of quote-unquote gimmick is,
You're not allowed to talk to me about bullshit with David Cage now.
Mountain Monsters knows what it is. They know what they are. People are laughing at the
No. We each have something that pisses off the other to the most nth degree. You have your Mountain Monsters, I have my David Cage, and we're leaving it at that.
Mountain Monsters knows what it is what I'm saying. Also,
let me fucking have this.
Also, nobody in Mountain Monsters put Elliot Page's naked body into a show.
Let me fucking have this
against their will.
Let me have this.
Okay.
So the families were angry.
There is a Mountain Monsters Alaska, Slime with Teeth. You might be thinking of that.
Families were angry due to TWA delaying confirming the passenger list for the flight. There was also a lot of conflicting information coming from the different government agencies working on it, and there was a general mistrust of the recovery operations priorities.
Your general fuck authority.
Yes.
Makes sense.
It's a good mindset to have.
Yeah.
They also got pissed at the Suffolk County Medical Examiner, Dr. Charles V. Vettel, because the bodies that were recovered were then backlogged at the morgue.
Oh my god. I'll tag them when I feel like it.
Okay, but I am gonna come to the defense of the pathologists that worked there. So they immediately started working on this, and they worked non-stop as bodies came in to identify the victims, since there wasn't a need for a thorough autopsy. And they had all 230 victims recovered and identified within 10 months of the crash.
That is genuinely impressive.
Yeah, and like I said, they didn't need to do a thorough autopsy because we know what fucking killed them.
Gee, I wonder what... No, it was complications from the plane crash,
Oh,
not the fucking plane
God! We're not doing the Herman Cain argument! I'm already losing my voice. So, a big source of discourse was between the FBI and the NTSB, and this is where we get into the biggest bullshit. The FBI just automatically assumed it was a criminal act, such as an air missile had taken down the plane.
Just immediately assume that.
They just immediately.
Okay. Alright. Bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see how that plays out for him.
So, the NTSB was hesitant to put a direct cause of the accident onto it or speculate until they had all the information and all the wreckage available to conduct their investigation.
That actually does make perfect sense, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Like, because it's not just a matter of, well, how did they die? It's pretty obvious how they died. The question is, okay, but how did it happen?
Yeah, that's the whole thing with the NTSB, is they were taking their time with it so that they could make sure they were getting everything right, but the FBI was automatically assuming criminals stuff.
Nope, somebody took a RPG. It was an RPG. Weapons of mass destruction.
Yeah, the FBI was immediately going, like, weapons and terrorism bullshit, because... I don't know. I don't know why. And they were trying to make everything fit their narrative that they had assumed.
Yeah.
Because that's how it always goes. So, the NTSB had to constantly refute or play down speculation from the FBI and law enforcement because they wouldn't fucking shut up to the news.
Yeah, makes sense.
The FBI also didn't document...
It's like a fucking anti-vaxxer who found one Google article.
Yep. The FBI also did not document or notify the NTSB when they removed pieces of the wreckage from the hangar it was stored in so that they could examine it. They just took it.
I beg your fucking pardon.
They took it.
I beg your goddamn pardon.
They did not tell anyone. They just took it because FBI, motherfucker.
Yeah, sounds like the FBI, not gonna lie.
Yeah, the FBI were also the ones who conducted witness interviews after strong-arming the NTSB into letting them, under the guise of making sure no accounts would hinder possible evidence needed for prosecuting anyone.
Basically, make sure nothing comes out that negates our theory.
Yes. It wasn't until November 1996, a couple months after this happened, that the FBI allowed the NTSB to even look at their findings from the witness accounts, but they had redacted personal information from all the witnesses.
So they couldn't go and talk to the witnesses themselves and be like, hey, so whenever you say you saw this, what did you mean by that?
Yeah, so it basically made it almost damn near impossible to use by the NTSB.
Okay.
My next note here is, man, fuck the FBI.
Yeah.
I say that knowing there's an FBI agent listening to this.
Yeah.
Fuck you. So,
that's Kayla saying that, not Bird. But also, yeah, fuck you.
So, between the voice recorder and the data recorder, we're going back to those for a minute.
Okay.
Because the flight data recorder reported a normal takeoff and climb before it was abruptly stopped at 8:31:12 p.m. And the cockpit voice recorder reported that at 8:29:15 p.m., Captain Kevorkian was heard saying, quote, "Look at that crazy fuel flow indicator there on number 4. See that?" A loud noise was then reported a few tenths of a second later, a noise that seems to coincide with a sound heard on CVR when planes experience in-flight breakups. So this was probably, like, when
so probably had something to do with that.
Yeah, this was when shit really started going down, basically. Okay. Is the consensus. So, conclusions and various theories. The NTSB reported on August 23rd, 2000 that the probable cause of the explosion was an explosion occurring in the center wing fuel tank due to a mixture of fuel and air in the tank, likely being ignited from a short circuit outside the center wing tank that allowed excessive voltage to enter the tank through the electrical wiring associated with the fuel tank indication system.
Okay. Can't fucking get the mediums right.
So the sensor inside the tank had an overload of electricity that caused a spark in the middle of this gas tank.
Which is, sparks in the middle of gas tanks are not good, just for the record, everybody.
And this gas tank not only had gas in it, it had a whole bunch of air in it. And what does fire need to survive?
Oxygen.
Exactly.
You guys hear that? Fuel and oxygen.
Yep.
2 things every fire needs.
Yep. So that's just what immediately did it.
Great.
That is what happened! That is what happened. They also reported contributing factors as the Boeing 747 having heat sources below the center wing tank with no means of reducing the heat transferred into it, and the design of the tank would have originally hold on. What was my note here?
I don't know. What was your note
They
there?
originally designed the tank to have precluding to the ignition sources, basically a way to stop them from hitting the tank, but that design was scrapped whenever the Boeing 747 was finalized.
'Cause fuck safety.
This is why I'm saying fuck Boeing 747s!
Fair enough, fair enough.
And here we have our list of theories that popped up before, during, and after the investigation was complete. A bomb detonating on the plane. A missile being launched from the ground and hitting the plane. Sudden decompression within the plane due to a door not being closed properly. A stealth military aircraft flying into the plane to test durability of military aircrafts.
Okay.
A meteor striking the aircraft.
Mm-hmm.
Lightning striking the aircraft even though it was a clear night sky. Aliens striking the plane from a nearby cloaked UFO. I hate all of this.
You don't believe it was the aliens?
Okay, I will go on record and say, look, I believe that aliens exist. We cannot be the only intelligent life form in the universe. I would
debate whether or not we're even intelligent.
No, we are not the most intelligent. But I don't think aliens are visiting us because we're that fucking stupid. I sincerely think that maybe something happened in Roswell and they're like, these people are too fucking stupid to deal with.
That's fair.
So yeah.
So, but in this case, you don't believe that it was aliens.
No, I do not at all believe it was aliens. I think they visited once in Roswell. They decided, nah, fuck this noise. They're not worth dealing with, and they haven't been back since.
That's fair. I do think that I think that there is some form of sentient life out there, but we're making a lot of assumptions whenever we assume, A, that they are far more advanced than we are and have, like, the intergalactic space travel under control, but also, B, that they give a single fuck about us.
That's my biggest thing, is why the fuck would they care about us?
Like, I see a lot of people that are, like, one of the arguments that I've seen in regards to, alien life forms is that they're staying away from us because they are wise and they understand that we're not ready. It's like, I just don't think they give a fuck about us,
yeah.
To be honest. But also, you're making a massive assumption that because they have the means to perform space travel, that they must be benevolent and kind and they leave us alone because we are evil and cruel. It's like, that's a really weird assumption to go off
Even
of.
the Doctor from Doctor Who is nicknamed the Oncoming Storm because of the shit he can pull.
Yeah.
So no. I don't believe they're benevolent.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dax, exactly. We are apes with rocket launchers.
We're the Krogans.
That is an insult to Krogans. How dare you? So anyway, the aftermath. The government had to make a precedent that in the immediate aftermath of a transportation accident, the NTSB has senior authority over the investigation, and this was made specifically so that the FBI was not allowed to overtake investigations having to do with transportation accidents again.
It's like literally to prevent this from happening again.
Yes. It was literally to stop the FBI from doing this shit again.
It's like, go somewhere else. Go handle something else. I think there's something going on in Texas. Go down there.
Probably.
That was a Waco reference, everybody.
Yeah. Yeah, remember how they fucked that up? So anyway, Heidi Snow, the fiance of victim Michael Brystoff, established the Aircraft Casualty Emotional Support Service, known as ACCESS, as a nonprofit group along with families of the victims of a related flight, Pan Am Flight 103.
Okay.
So one good thing came out of that.
Yeah.
A TWA memorial was constructed on a 2-acre parcel in Shirley, New York on July 14th, 2004.
Okay.
This was paid for by the families of the victims.
Okay.
The wreckage of the plane was kept for 25 years by the NTSB to be used as a teaching aid, but by 2021, the methods taught were no longer relevant to modern accident investigations. So they kind of just let the lease run out of the hangar they were keeping the wreckage in so that it can be disposed of.
Wow, didn't even do it themselves. They're just like, oh, we'll just let the lease run out, let somebody else take care of it.
Well, one more thing.
Uh-huh.
They did discuss with the families of the deceased what they wanted to do and all of their options that they had. So they ended up agreeing that the wreckage could not be used in any kind of public memorial.
Uh-huh.
And the wreckage would instead be 3D laser scanned, so it can be permanently archived for the NTSB, and then it would be destroyed after all of it was documented. So that's what's gonna happen with it.
I thought I fucking bought that peony thing. Did I not do that? Have I lost my mind? I thought I bought that! Did I not buy that?
I don't know. I haven't
Super
been paying
fucking
attention.
expensive. What the fuck? This is what happens. This happens because I don't pay attention. Is what's going on.
Yeah, I literally just said that. Because you weren't paying attention.
Sorry, did you say something?
Yeah, it was fuck off.
Oh goodness.
Okay, so that was the TWA Flight 800.
That was surprisingly quick.
Yeah, I told you, a whole bunch of it was just mainly, like, the FBI waving their dicks around.
Makes perfect sense. So what did we learn from this situation?
Fuck the FBI.
Fuck the police.
Fuck the police.
I find it funny that humans are shit at everything, but somehow evolution said, yes, these underachievers, make those form societies and develop weapons that could destroy the planet. I know, right?
Well, I mean, some of the richest people on the planet are the ones who dropped out of high school.
Yeah. But then, like, they tout that and be like, oh, so what you need to do to succeed is drop out of high school, and completely ignore the fact that part of the reason why they dropped out of high school was because they were just like,
They thought themselves too smart to deal with it.
But in a lot of ways, their brains worked differently, and high school didn't work for them.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Ooh, that was quick.
Who the fuck was that?
Who was that?
Who? That person? Nobody. He's just
Looked like that was somebody.
newspaper delivery man.
Looked like it was somebody.
The exit is faster.
Bullshit.
That's true.
A bullshit.
The paperboy's a genius.
A bullshit.
All right. Anyway, let's talk about the rules for your next ranking battle.
Rules?
What the fuck is that? What are those machines supposed to do?
They're supposed to shake the fat off of you.
Does it even do that?
Or when there are too
It
many
was
from
marketed to.
Or sometimes when we just get bored.
Okay.
A battle royale.
Feels like all it would do is just like jiggle your fat and make it numb.
Fight to the
Well, it's
death.
probably also for, like,
Participants,
helping with your muscles after exercise.
jump to the
Oh yeah, I can see it as being a good massage
Twisted way to do things.
thing for like your
Coming
hips.
as
Yeah.
fucked up as the killers you rep.
Oh, we've always been fucked up, as you say. We just wear nicer clothes.
Fucked up
Can't
assassins
relate.
working with fucked up agents. Huh. Doesn't get any better than this.
Will you be the last man standing?
Probably not.
No doubt. I'll kill them all in a flash.
Kill them all! Kill them all! Kill them all! The thing is helpful if there's bad circulation in your lower back, and it can help with bad menstrual flow. Oh, okay. Or it can make it worse. 50-50. Okay, great.
Fair enough.
Alright. Oh, off to the stadium.
Oh yeah, I have no more stories today.
So what do you want to talk about while I fight?
I don't know what you want to talk about.
In all this chaos, those fighters, poor things, they never have a chance. And where's the fun in that? The bodies of the fallen, stiffening trophies for the winner.
Stiffening.
The real
Like a dick.
hero hasn't even fought yet, and there was much to reveal.
I kind of like the sticker designs.
I know, right? I kind of want some of them. I don't know where I'd put them. Probably on my Switch.
Damn. Is it my turn yet? Anybody work here? This is taking forever. Open the gate so I can kick some ass.
I was researching about atheism. Turns out it's a non-profit organization. Hang on, did you guys hear that? That sounded like someone dropping their bits. Thank you for the bits, Chillin. I've enjoyed all of your puns and your bits and your bitty puns. Oh hey, it's that guy!
Okay, Goodwin, you go lay down. You've earned it.
Have a good nap, Goodwin. Yes, I do!
What?
Vaguely.
I don't know who or what the fuck. Wait a second. Oh yeah. You're that fifth-ranked freak Henry sliced up before I got the chance to.
Affirmative. After near-fatal decimation, I had no choice but to take this modified form.
It's the Dalek.
Seemed like you just gained a few pounds.
No, he's from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. He's Krang.
Oh god.
Determination level maximum. I thought
He's filled with determination, y'all!
futile, illogical, but
Is that still a relevant meme?
being run by a human brain.
Metatron?
No. He's filled with determination?
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to remember the name of the robot.
Henry's the one who
I'm sorry, I got...
No, I was making an Undertale reference.
I know. I'm trying to remember the name of the robot from Undertale.
Oh. What's the name of the robot from Undertale, everybody?
See, Metatron. Metatron.
Okay.
Target was previously accomplished. Behold! Save dramatically.
So Henry makes a cameo.
Before fighting you, I elected to defeat UAA's formerly top-ranked assassin.
Undertale references are dead, Bert. Oh, okay.
This was same individual on whom I also desired vengeance. Efficient turn of events. Do you agree?
Metaton.
Metatron,
That makes more sense.
I'm sorry, Izzy.
Clear. I'm not gonna
I was just like, it's meta something.
kill you because your big metal ass is in my way.
I'm gonna kill you because your big metal ass is in my way. Damn if that ain't a mood.
I already know this routine.
3, 2, 1, fire! That was right.
Whoa! Crap. That was quick.
Oh no. Oh god, it's a spiral! Somebody get Junji Ito on the phone.
No, it's a new Saw movie.
My turn.
Well, this is,
Okay.
I guess you found the easiest way to cheese it.
I do likes me some cheese.
I'll probably get me a pizza after this.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what do you want to do for supper? Ashley, Grandma has gone to the beach for a few days.
Scott's
Actually, a
gone.
week. And it's basically me and Kayla for
What
about a
should
week.
Bird and I do in this house all alone for the next week?
So I gotta stand on these platforms that aren't moving. Yeah, I can do that.
Oh, we don't kill each other. We have lots of fun when it's just us in the house.
Honestly, yeah, we do.
Mainly because Bird works and I clean.
Yeah. I basically just, you know, do my job. Actually, since we've got time, I would like to share a couple of thoughts about working in at Lowe's.
Hold on. Shallow Monkey says, did you hear about the mermaid that was good at math? She wore an algebra.
Ah, that's funny.
Okay, that one I like.
That was a good one.
I'm sorry, my mood's all over the place.
I feel like I have no right to judge in that situation.
So, I'm sorry if I have been loud at you today.
No, you're fine.
I just realized I had been doing that, and I'm like, I'm kind of a shitbag, aren't I?
Oh, you're fine, you're fine.
But still, I'm gonna be better than our dad and actually apologize.
Okay, so, like, just a thing I would like to share regarding working at Lowe's.
Be nice to retail workers?
That too, but kind of a big thing is, like, made it. Woo! Like, whenever you call a call center and there's a long wait, I understand that that's very frustrating. Believe me, I really do get it. But here's the thing, and I'm just gonna let you know this.
Jesus!
The thing is, the people working at the call center, they know that the queue is long. We know.
Yeah.
We're very, very aware. We're super aware that it's a long queue. Starting off the call with, oh my god, is it normally this long, is not a good way to start off the conversation, okay? Because, like, all it's gonna do is make me go, yeah, okay. Like, in my head, I'm gonna go, okay, I'm gonna help you, but you're getting the bare fucking minimum.
I'm gonna get you a call back instead of putting someone immediately on the phone.
Basically, yes.
Yep, slime with teeth in the office. We got a giant screen that shows us exactly how many people are waiting and how long they've been waiting for.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're super aware of how long the queue is. We're going as fast as we can.
Oh, I remember her.
It's been a long time.
Shinobu, how did... Wait, what did you say?
But, and also, like,
Master?
I can't speak for other call centers, but I will say in Lowe's case, when you call Lowe's, at the very beginning, you have an option to leave a callback number. The callback function works.
It does
I
work.
promise it works. I will have entire 9-hour shifts where all of my calls are just me doing callbacks. So that system works. Please take advantage of it.
Yep.
Just leave a callback number and just,
No way. You won this?
you know, just
Be patient,
yeah,
we
just
will
keep your
call
phone.
you back.
Yeah, just keep your phone on you. Or, you know, put me on speaker, plug up your phone, put me on speaker, and watch a movie. Or
That's
something.
what I do.
Or read a book. Chill. I'll be there as quickly as I can, I promise.
What? Who's that bitch think she
Oh,
is?
yeah.
My nanny?
As an old call center employee myself for 7 years, I can say that most of us end up laughing at you. Yes, we do. I have had people threaten to sue me. I've had people threaten me with some pretty awful stuff.
Yep.
And I've just turned around and laughed at it. And my mindset is, even though I am allowed to hang up on the customer,
If they get too abusive.
I feel like it's awful that I'm talking over this cutscene, but it's like, do any of you guys actually care what's going on in the story?
Who gives a fuck?
But so, like, you know, I'm gonna get to you. I really am. But like, whenever I get abusive people like that, even though I am allowed to hang up on them, a lot of times I will let them just kind of keep on being assholes. Because, like, number one, it really doesn't faze me. I've been yelled at, like, face to face, and being yelled at over the phone is nothing to me, because I'm always like, what are you gonna do? Come at me through the phone? Like, what are you gonna do? And, you know, so it just doesn't bother me. But a thing that, But another mindset that I have is I would rather that they yell at me and get it out of their system and tire themselves out than I hang up on them and they like storm to their nearest lows and take it out on an associate face to face. Not just because of like possible physical altercations, but also because of the fact that we're still in a global Panda Express. So, you know, it's not good to get in somebody's face and start yelling. So if I can take that frustration and take it off of a store associate, I'm gonna do it.
Do you want to put up the chat or discussion screen until we inevitably send them to the Brit?
Oh yeah, I guess we got about. Well, we'll do a little bit of like side. I'll do a little bit of side stuff.
Okay.
Side hustles. Yeah, I've been verbally abused long before it was my job to answer phones, so, you know, try harder.
Sorry for interrupting your time abroad, but will you fight for Travis?
Sure. I'm eager to kill, so hurry with the details.
Straight to the point. I like that. Can you handle 2 of our top 10?
Only 2? That's nothing.
Want to order pizza
Why
tonight?
don't I just take them all?
Yeah, we can do pizza tonight. I'm down.
Yeah.
Especially because I'll be able to order wings and not worry about them getting eaten.
Yeah.
I can see myself
I've never let this go, y'all. We ordered wings, and I like, I'll eat honey barbecue wings sometimes. Our uncle does not like honey barbecue. He likes the hot wings. So normally I'd get him a thing of hot wings, but that one time I messaged him, I was like, hey, we're ordering pizza. Do you want anything? He said, no, I don't want anything specific. And I said, okay. And I even said, do you want wings or anything? He said, nah, I'm good. I said, okay. So, you know, thought, okay, all good. So then he, so I get honey barbecue wings, which he does not like, and he fucking ate my wings. And I didn't realize it. He ate my wings. I specifically got a flavor of wing that I knew he did not like to prevent that.
And he still ate it.
Yeah.
Hey, what you got there?
Oh. Okay, I guess we're doing this now.
Yep. Boom! I'm digging it. Digging it. I'm totally cool with this.
Okay.
And I can jump. Plus cash. I need cash. So, yeah, that just kind of annoyed me so much.
I think it's still annoying you because it's been how many months since that happened?
Like a month and a half. I get really pissed off whenever I spend money on food and then somebody else eats it and then I don't get to have the thing that I paid for.
See, that's why I always ask you before I eat something.
Yeah. And like, you know, if you ask, most times I'll probably be like, yeah, sure, go on ahead. But, you know, just fucking ask.
Yeah.
Oh, I like playing as her.
Okay.
I like her.
I mean, hey, that's fine.
Plus, you know, cash. And also, I feel like I'm playing in that lobby from The Matrix right now. Also, The Matrix is about the trans experience. Fucking get over it, everybody. The Matrix was written by 2 trans people, and it drew heavily from their experiences. So, you know, The Matrix is partially, like, one of the big symbolisms of The Matrix is about being trans.
Die mad.
Fucking die mad about it, TERFs. Just die mad in general, TERFs.
See, Slime with Teeth, that's why I always ask. I always ask before I go near anyone else's food. On your deathbed, I'll be nagging about the one time you ate my food.
Probably, not gonna lie. Where the fuck are they?
I don't know. Where the bullets are coming from.
That's where the leather comes from? Actually, okay, so legitimately, the practice of BDSM does arise predominantly from the queer community. That's genuinely, the practice of BDSM, is started off in queer communities. At least the practice of BDSM as we know it today.
Yeah.
It started off in queer communities.
I'm not surprised. Heteros stole a lot of things from the gays.
Yeah. Which is why I especially got really pissed off at that one person who was like, oh, BDSM is just about a man hurting a woman. It's like, okay, heteros kind of co-opted the BDSM shit. I mean, not saying that they can't have it. It's fun. So yeah, by all means, have it, enjoy it, be safe, God bless, you know, all that jazz. But
the heteros made it abusive.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm not saying that there are no abusive, like, gay relations. I'm saying that to discount BDSM as just men beating on women is to completely discount the queer component of the creation of BDSM.
Wow, whitewashing away queer people. I'm so surprised. I've never seen that before.
I think that would be called hetero washing.
So, it's come to this. I'm not done here, bold.
Kill the patriarchy!
Kind of, yeah.
I'm all about it.
You have no moe.
I don't know what moe is.
You have no moe.
I think it's a weeb thing. I feel like I've heard that before.
Yeah, I was like, y'all, is that a weeb thing? Is that why I don't understand?
I haven't watched enough anime.
You're nowhere close to me. You got the hots for me?
By the way, this character we are playing as, she is my new girlfriend.
For me?
I'm pretty sure that she's in high school.
Never mind.
I love how you just me went, never fucking mind.
Hey, we respect ages in this house.
Moe is a cute stereotype. Oh, okay. That would have been the raid message, except I don't think even Minx is enough of a weeb to understand that.
No, she probably does.
I think she'd just be like, I am no Mo. What does that mean? I have no Mo.
Oh, yeah. I remember where I heard Moe. I heard it on Game Grumps.
Of course.
You're nowhere close to matching.
Oh, well, either way, the raid message is still gonna be flaming gay, hashtag not today.
Minx has let me down a lot in the past. Where the fuck have you been, Izzy? I thought Minx was a constant letdown.
We say this jokingly, y'all.
We say this with love.
Yeah, we say this because, like, we make jokes like this because
I need to be nice because she might
because we know
room
Minx
with me at
Yeah.
TwitchCon again.
Yeah. And also, Minx is genuinely my best friend, so...
Yeah.
Best friends are allowed to make fun of each other. That's a thing... Okay, y'all, can we talk about boundaries really quick? Because that's a thing people do not seem to understand. Just because two streamers who hang out together in real life and are friends and all that shit make jokes about each other and they, like, pick at each other and stuff, does not mean that everyone is allowed to do it, okay? Like, fuck this.
Fuck stealth.
Yeah.
If I wanted to play Metal Gear Solid, I would have.
Yeah, I'd be playing Metal Gear Solid if I wanted to do stealth shit.
It's all fun and games until you pee in their drinks.
Yeah, that's true. And then it's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
You're bold. Help me. You need more practice.
I love how I talk shit about Minx, but whenever we were together at TwitchCon, we were just a fucking unstoppable force.
Yeah, like Kayla and Minx were like buddies all through TwitchCon. It was awesome.
But I was the mom friend, and Minx was daddy.
Like, the two of you just, like, got all like a house on fire. It was great.
Yeah. I will never forget her and I being drunk as hell and picking what we're gonna watch on YouTube while I was ordering from DoorDash, and you, Grissom, and Duns were just gathered around that kitchen island, drunkenly philosophizing.
Yeah. That was fun.
You got the hots for
Yeah, you guys were having fun with that. Me and Minx were having fun picking out, like, what do we want from McDonald's?
Yeah, basically and like they were like, okay, guy, all right, focus, focus, food. What do you want?
See, I was lucky. I already knew what you wanted.
Yeah, I was like, I know what Bird eats. I got.
Yeah, we just had to pry out the answers from Dunce and Prism.
But yeah, I think that's one thing that people don't seem to understand in regards to, like, streamer boundaries is like, I do love y'all. I really do. Y'all are great. You keep my channel ticking, and I appreciate that about all of you. But I think people sometimes don't quite realize that, you know, it's like, okay, you're not allowed to make the same jokes to a streamer that, like, their close friend would make. Because that's really fucked up.
Yeah.
What did I do?
You deactivated one of the laser bars.
I think I activated one of the laser bars.
No, you deactivated it.
Oh, okay.
Dunce needs a donut. Oh my god!
Yeah.
Too real. Too real. Not allowed.
Oh, come on, it's fine.
I love Dunce.
Yeah. Dunce is a good guy.
Oh yeah. Drunk. You and Dunce drunk as hell was funny.
Yeah. Yeah, Dunce and I turned out to be pretty great whenever we're drunk together.
Yeah, see, you, Dunce and Chrism just talk whenever you guys are drunk. Me and Minx are just like, I just want to eat something and then, like, go to bed.
Come on. Get up there. There we go.
I remember whenever we went out to the bar and I ordered food and Chrism ordered something and Minx just kept stealing from both of us.
Yep. That happened. One of my, oh god damn it. Oh, this is gonna be hard. One of my favorite parts was, okay, so this was pretty funny. So Minx kept on stealing, like, from us, and at one point, you know, she was, like, she looked at my water, and she looked at Chris, are you gonna drink that? And Chris was like, that's not mine. And I handed it to her because I was like, I don't have cooties, and also, this was pre-COVID-19, for the record. I was like, yeah, I don't have cooties, and also, you need, because she was pretty drunk by this
She
point.
was wasted.
Yeah, when Minx gets drunk, she turns into a food thief, so
oh my god, yes, she's a food thief when she's sober.
Yeah, but it's not like she'll eat, but it's
she'll
like,
ask politely when she's sober. She will straight up take it.
Yeah, she's just like a straight up thief whenever she's drunk. It's really funny.
Yeah.
So like, I just like handed her I just handed it to her because I was like, yeah, you need water, dude. And then like later she was like staring at my rum and cola because that's what I drink.
That's what Bird always drinks.
Yeah, Bird likes either rum and cola or rum and Dr. Pepper. That's Bird's drinks of choice.
If you ever meet Bird at a bar, you buy her a rum and cola.
Yeah, like if you're ever like, oh, what should I get? Rum and Dr. Pepper, but barring that, rum and cola.
You missed.
I know. Just whichever one they got. That's what I drink.
Yes, Izzy, she will steal food no matter what state she's in. It's just she loses all of her fucking manners whenever she's drunk.
Yeah, she'll at least like. Although she was asking, like she's like, you gonna, which was pretty funny. But like a part of it was she had already told us she was planning on getting pretty drunk, so we had all kind of like
prepped yourselves mentally.
There was like a silent agreement between all of us that we would kind of like. What's the button to throw?
I don't know.
What was the ranged attack button, y'all? I forgot. What was the ranged attack? How do you do a ranged attack? I forgot.
No More Heroes 2 ranged attack button.
Okay, that didn't do it. Okay, that's the charge attack. Okay, that's not... What is the ranged attack? Oh
I'm looking it up!
I'm trying all the buttons!
B when you're jumping is probably the best, but that might not be right.
That's just a dive attack.
I don't know.
Is the charge attack a ranged one? Oh yeah, it is. Okay. Thank you, Raging.
There you go.
Channel your keyboard. I'm trying. Okay. But yeah, we'd all kind of like agreed amongst each other that we were gonna look after her because she was planning on getting really drunk.
Also,
damn it.
she's...
Huh?
She tall.
Yeah, also Minx fucking tall.
Minx is fucking tall.
You think you're prepared for it, and then you're like in her presence, like fucking hell, bitch.
I thought your voice was commanding. No, the rest of you is.
Which is really funny considering that she's actually extremely shy in real life.
Oh yeah, I love Minx. I will talk all the shit about her though. I mean, she talks shit about me. Fine. That's how you know you're friends.
Yeah. But, okay, but this whole thing was about me trying to say, but, you know, y'all, please respect boundaries. Because,
Yeah.
like...
We can talk shit about Minx. We've shared a bed with her. You guys can not.
That made it sound so fucking weird.
I'm not wrong!
Oh, you're not, but, you know, just saying.
I remember drunk Minx cuddling up with me because Chrism was busy talking with you guys.
That did happen.
And we were on the couch together. You guys weren't paying any attention to us. And I just remember a bonk of a Minx head landing on my shoulder.
that happened, yeah.
And I just pet her head.
Mm-hmm. That happened. What did one boob say to another? If we don't get some support, they'll think we're nuts. Okay, I'm gonna try to hit this. Wish me luck.
You missed.
That was bullshit? Just FYI? I'm gonna try to get to my next save point. Ugh. Okay. Here, and then here. Fucking 3D platforming, man. I can't escape it no matter what I do. I'm telling you.
Nope. Can't you lock onto it like you did with the other one?
I'm trying to, but it won't let me lock on.
Can you jump and hit the lock on button?
I can try that. Hang on. Nope. So, okay, we're just gonna go for it.
You missed. So you need to lock onto something before it'll let you do the charge attack?
Well, I don't think the charge attack will hit it because it's too high up. I think I tried that a second ago, but I'll try again.
I don't fucking know.
Can you do the range attack while jumping? I can try.
I was about to say, what you...
I'm trying to kind of, like, just look in that direction.
I think I remember this level in Persona 5.
Probably not.
No, you think I'm joking. This does look a lot like a level from Persona 5.
Yeah, see, I can't do it from... Oh, maybe if I do it from over here.
God
From
damn
over
it,
there.
bird.
Yep. There we go! I did it! Fuck off! I figured that out before you did, so...
It's not my job to figure it out.
Shut the fuck up. Is it your job to shut the fuck up?
No. My job is literally to talk.
I don't like this because the last time she was in a fucking high school the last time we saw her, and I don't like it. I don't like it, 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 I don't like it.
I don't think we like it. Why is your water so cold?
I mean, some people take cold showers because it's better for your skin.
Okay, I'll give you that.
Okay. We're gonna try. I'm gonna try. Why do you not like it? Because the last time that we saw her in the last game, she was in a high school, and she was a high school student. And I know she's probably older than that now, but...
We don't have it
get freaked out. Yeah, it's not confirmed, and I get really freaked out by that.
It's kind of like whenever Twitter lost its shit when Maisie Williams had a nude scene in the last season of Game of Thrones.
Yeah, everybody went, whoa, 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 holy shit, how old is she supposed to be? Whoa, 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 whoa.
Also, ew, we watched her grow up. It feels weird. I'm just like, remember the fucking countdown website for the Olsen twins?
Yeah, as if people didn't have countdown websites for the Olsen twins, and fucking Emma Watson, and literally every female child star ever. There's one for Lindsay Lohan.
Probably one for Mara Wilson.
There definitely was one for Mara Wilson.
Bitch.
Ran like a little bitch. Y'all saw that.
Mara Wilson is precious. Mara Wilson supremacy.
Ah! Wake up! Move, bitch, move!
I'm not done yet.
I'm not going easy on you just because you're a woman. That's okay. I won't go easy on you either.
Ha!
I'll do the same.
I'm not done yet.
Nice to have rules for the week.
Ah! Just gonna bounce on your head. What do you think about that, bitch?
Nowhere close.
Yeah. Mind.
Ah! Come here. Hold still.
God damn it, monkey! I recently bought 51% of a vampire hunting company. I'm the majority stakeholder. I'm smiling and I hate it.
I know. Where the fuck are you, man? I bet he's up there.
Is he shooting you with coins?
Possibly.
This is why we eat the rich, because they can literally shoot us with money. But asking for a livable wage is too goddamn much.
That's just ridiculous. You're gonna make him go destitute.
I've seen a lot of people complain. Okay, so I follow a Facebook group for funsies that is like gossip of our local town. And I've just seen so many people bitching and complaining and whining because local fast food places, they can't operate the full number of hours because they don't have enough employees.
Yeah, because people are like, oh, you're not gonna even fucking pay me minimum wage, fuck you.
Yeah. And I've just seen so many people bitching and whining and complaining. Like, why aren't they here? Why can't they, this is an entry-level job. It's not meant to pay this much. And I'm just like, you know what? Sometimes this is the only job a person can get. And it's the only one they're gonna have for years because they can't do anything else.
Also, there have been situations, because I've seen it, where apparently some of the folks, in this case, who aren't doing those jobs anymore, they took that stimulus money and used it to take a course in a skill. And so they went and got a different job. Everybody was like, oh, if you don't like the pay, then get a better learn something and get a better job. Okay. And they went and did it. And everyone wants to be pissed off.
Yeah.
When the gatekeeper to hell asks who sent you, tell him it was Shinobu Jacobs.
Yes, sir.
Enjoy your trip.
Yes, so many people have been complaining about that online, and I'm just sitting here like... I saw someone make the comment of, like, this is a job for teenagers, entry level, just to give them some experience. Why aren't any of the teenagers working here? And it's like... First off, school.
Fuck you. Yeah. Also, school. Who do you... If this is a job for teenagers, then who the fuck do you expect to, like, you know, give you your McFlurry craving at 11:30 in the afternoon?
Teenager who's skipping school that we can then shame.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that was a pretty great execution scene. I dig it. I dig it. I don't dig the shower safe stuff though. I don't like it. 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 I don't like it.
It's this bishop's grave.
No, they put the name there.
Actually,
for
we're gonna skip this because we're gonna see it, end up seeing it again, and I'm ready to. We're actually gonna stop here for today.
Okay.
Because I feel like this is a good stopping point.
Okay.
All right, y'all. Thank you very much for coming out to our, what is basically the return stream. I hope you guys had fun. We're going to be raiding Minx. The raid message is, flaming gay ? Hashtag not today. So I'll give you a minute to type that out and copy it to your clipboards to paste into the chat, and that is going to be our raid message. There you go, just like Izzy wrote, flaming gay, hashtag not today. Also, this is kind of a little more of just a personal thing, but whenever y'all do hashtags, make sure to capitalize every new word in the hashtag, because people who have difficulty with reading, like, they don't understand what the hashtags say.
Yeah.
And it can be kind of, like, it can throw them off. So, you know, just consideration for anyone who follows you who might have reading issues. Capitalize the first letters in all of the, in all the words. Capitalize every new word. Thank you guys very much for coming out. I do appreciate it. I'm sorry that we weren't quite so... I'm sorry we were a little bit off today.
I'm sorry I got angry.
But, yeah, it's okay. But, you know, everything that has been going on, but it felt really nice to do this again. It felt nice to stream again. Yeah, so, hashtag flaming gay, hashtag not today. Thank y'all so much for coming out. Really do appreciate it. I hope that y'all had a great time. Tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'll do something. I don't even know if it's going to be Devil May Cry, but I'm going to do something.
Do a woodworking stream.
I do not have the equipment for that. I've not in any way, shape, or form. So I'll figure something out. I'll do something tomorrow. Whether it be Devil May Cry or something else. I'm going to do something tomorrow. I will see y'all tomorrow. Thank y'all again for coming out. And please be safe out there.
Don't be a dick.
Be safe out there. Don't be a dick. And
fuck the FBI.
Fuck the FBI. And hug your fur babies.
Hug them so hard.
Yeah, give them a big hug. All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye.